there was an owl this close to me.
Like a wild one?
Yeah.
Nope, not a fan.
Yeah.
Do people have pet owls?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
You can go to like a zoo and see an owl.
It's not a pet owl.
People can definitely have pet
them.
owls.
They rescue them.
Yeah, but an owl in a zoo is just a zoo owl.
Welcome back to your favorite Dirt Drive podcast. I'm your host, PJ. We have on today Timothy Germanario.
Gang, gang. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Freddie the Abe. And
Tom Reber.
Tom Reber. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Exactly.
So we are... Wait, what does it start with?
who's going to be on today?
Ah, damn it.
Let's spin the wheel and find out.
That's the new sample clip we have of PJ that I have not figured out how to work in correctly.
Yeah.
We really need to lean into the Indians.
He does
God,
so good.
That's really good. That's the first time I've heard that.
What are you talking about?
No, not that Indian, the other Indian.
Like the feather?
The announcer guy. Is that what that just was?
It's just an announcer voice.
It sounds like what's the baseball movie with Charlie Sheen?
Oh, you're talking about
just a
Major
baseball
League.
announcer?
Yeah, Major League.
Yeah, the announcer from Major League. You sound
Yeah.
just like that.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Oh, it's great.
I know what it is, but I've never actually seen
He
it.
talks just like that.
You lost me.
I'm pretty good at a lot of things.
I'm historically known for not knowing movies. That's why I sat out of the movies episode, because I don't know movies.
Have any of you guys seen that movie, Maximum Overdrive?
Why does that sound familiar?
It's a Stephen King movie from a long ass time ago, and he directed it and everything.
Yeah, you called us out in the group chat, didn't you? You're like, hey,
Yeah,
you
I
guys,
mentioned it.
You
It
guys
should have been in there.
missed one.
Was it a horror?
Was what?
Was it a horror film?
It was like
What'd
kind
you
of a
call me?
horror comedy.
A horror?
I mean, Emilio Estevez was in it, so it wasn't really a horror movie. And one of the main vehicles in there was like aliens came and took over all these trucks and stuff. Were trying to wipe people out, and they took over different machines, stuff like that. AC/DC did the soundtrack
Of course.
for the movie.
That sounds all right. I'm in.
And the main vehicle
Yeah.
was like this great big semi for a toy company, and the Green Goblin's face is on the front. It's huge.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I know
Yeah.
that scene. I've never seen the
Yeah.
movie, but I know that scene.
That recently got, not renovated, but restored.
Oh yeah,
The Goblin.
The Goblin car.
Yeah.
I did
Because
see
after
that.
the movie,
That
it
truck's
just like
badass.
sat for years and years and years, and somebody actually like found it and restored it.
You got to play it into the mic, Freddie.
This is Harry Doyle, the announcer from the...
O'Doyle rules.
No, Harry Doyle.
10-7, bases loaded, 2 down, and Rick Vaughn has
does.
come on to try and nail it down against Felipe Aguilar, a dangerous right-handed batter.
Not Freddie. PJ sounds like every baseball announcer you've ever heard.
no, that's the guy from Mr. Belvedere. What the hell's his name?
I mean, I could do the really annoying, like, old radio announcer from, like, the 50s and 60s.
Like, welcome to the Dirt Drive Podcast, your favorite podcast.
back to the Dirt Drive Podcast.
Oh god, that one.
Wow, that's hilarious.
But this evening, or tonight, this day, this episode, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
Words.
We're in my backyard.
Words are ward.
This is one of the first episodes we did, which is your favorite because the Hispanics behind us were playing music in the background. That was like the third episode we did. But yeah, we're joined by these cool guys in our backyard because they're doing something cool soon.
Yeah.
Something real cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to
24-hour
it.
rally.
Yeah, I'm glad you signed up. I'm glad you're doing it again. I wish I could go, but your boy's got to go see Taylor Swift.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, she's hot.
No
What?
doubt. Yeah, for sure.
You don't think Taylor Swift's hot?
No.
Okay, that's enough Taylor Swift talk.
No.
But yeah, so that's in as Future Past goes. That is this weekend. The 24 Hours of Appalachia Rally
Yeah.
is this weekend in Future Past. This comes out the
I
Tuesday
get it.
before.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Matt.
I caught up.
Dates.
The
Science.
geometry was flowing.
Carry
Yeah, it's
the three.
Which is weird because the two episodes you just recorded with me and Tom
Yeah.
come out after this.
I.
Future Past is fucked up right now.
Right.
But yeah, it's a cool event. I'm glad Jed's back up on his. No, he's not on his feet, but he's back up and going.
He's on his feet.
Yeah,
He's
moving around.
with crutches.
He was at an event today.
Yeah, strolling around. Love you, buddy. Strolling around in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
You got to
I
move
saw
around
pictures.
somehow.
Yeah,
I saw
Could've been a
pictures
lot
of him
worse.
standing.
yeah.
moving around.
He's standing and walking. He's doing significantly better than he was, and I'm very glad to see that. So I'm hoping that he shows up. I mean, it's his
He
event.
said
It's
he's
his-
going to be running just
He's running his dirt bike.
just operations with Sean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, which I'm bummed he can't run the event because he was
I know.
really looking forward to riding his dirt bike.
I think on the next one I'm going to do my bike.
Fucking crazy.
Because
the next
freaking
one's-
awesome.
The next one's
I'll schedule you your chiropractor's visit.
yeah, it's gonna be
Before,
brutal.
during, and after.
Yeah, because your bike is like an '80s Suzuki, isn't
It's
it?
a 95. How dare you?
Okay.
Oh, so it's gonna fall
the
apart.
technology hasn't changed
Dude.
between the '80s and the '90s
Technology has not changed in bikes.
at all.
Barely.
No.
Well, when I was looking at the KLRs, which I'm still looking at the KLRs,
You should buy one.
but like the early 2000s bikes and the new bikes, I guess the new bikes are fuel injected. I think the new KLRs
are, yeah.
but that changed in like 2018. But other than that, the only thing that's changed is the cladding.
The only way I would buy a new bike is if it was fuel injected.
Yeah.
Because like the TW200, which is a pretty good entry level dual sport, they started in '87. They're still making them today. They've gone all the way through. They're still carbureted.
So nothing's changed.
Nothing. They look exactly the same.
You buy new like the shock and spring technology has changed a little bit, but
That-
you can update that
that has
super
a lot
easy.
too. But I mean, yeah, and
like
there's-
a new set of forks and a new rear spring for the back is $1,000
This
bucks
is
I
to
would
run.
say-
to a bike podcast real quick.
well, it's a bike off-road bike podcast.
Yeah, we're the Dirt Drive podcast. We talk about whatever the hell we want.
I took it.
We had 2 episodes in a row about whiskey.
Yeah, that's expected.
I will
This
say.
podcast is sponsored by alcohol,
Yes.
I think
to
the-
say the least.
Cheers, boys.
Jingling.
Clank. And
I should have got a beer.
Ghost. What are the? I've seen those advertised everywhere.
it's
Are
the
they any
greatest drink
good?
in the world?
They taste all right.
Cherry
I mean,
limeade's my favorite.
I go back and forth between Rain and C4 Monster, and I started trying to drink these.
So you have an issue.
I mean, I wouldn't call it an issue, but yeah, I do.
Caffeine issue.
Sidebar: what's everyone's caffeine intake for the day?
I've had
Like
2 cups of coffee.
Today?
No, for like on average,
Oh,
what?
Mine's gone down in the past month,
Yeah.
so I
Are
can't
you
really
are you
speak.
weaning off caffeine again for 24 hours?
No,
no, that's not a
You,
bad
you
idea.
tried that?
it didn't work.
Used
It
to
did for me.
do 2 Celsius a day.
Celsius.
I don't remember how much is in a single
I
Celsius
think
though.
they're 200 or 300.
Yeah,
If you want one,
a jingling, or there's another steel reserve
I'm
if you want that.
usually
you can set the mic down. You're good.
400 to 600 milligrams a day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how much is it. I make right now I have the Texas Beadlock Pecan coffee from Gearhead Coffee.
That sounds
Shout
like
out-
someone that listens to Taylor Swift drink.
Oh, it's actually very good. But the way I Taylor Swift it is
Nah.
I make cold brew with it.
Smirnoff Ice.
Listen, I got Yinglings.
Anyways,
But yeah,
bikes.
I cold brew it. So
Okay.
so it's delicious, and I have a cup of cold brew coffee every morning, and that's my. I don't know how much caffeine's in it.
What kind of milk do you use?
Just like a little bit of whole milk.
Okay, if you were gonna say soy,
Oh, I'm a soy boy, my guy.
what's coconut?
Coconut milk is.
Coconut.
I guess it's coconut milk and coconut water.
Where's the tit on a coconut? Come on.
How do you milk a nut?
I'll show you.
But anyways, bikes.
Which is funny because like a hell of a way to bring an episode in. And I have not told Jed what we talked about at all, but I've already got his permission to use the artwork and collaborate on social media. So hell yeah, enjoy this one, boys. Zing. Bikes.
Yeah, speaking of bikes, my
Okay, Tom Segura. Bikes! Bikes!
Jesus.
I will say braking technology has significantly increased.
The KLRs do all have ABS, which
Yeah.
blew my mind.
ABS on a bike is crazy.
Yeah.
But like even just an upgrade from a drum.
what they're talking about, Tom.
And I like brakes on a motorcycle.
I know nothing about
It's got a ring gear and
motorcycles.
everything. It's the same thing as a car, just split it in half.
So pretty much you can't lock the brakes up on your bike anymore.
I had that on
So
my
you don't-
Harley.
So you ride?
I used to, yeah. I've had like 4 eye surgeries on my right eye, so I don't ride anymore.
Okay. But yeah, so the brake technology is cool.
Even just from a drum brake to a disc brake has been
Yeah.
significant.
Yeah, I think all the dirt bikes I rode growing up, because I grew up riding dirt bikes. I sold my dirt bike for my XJ.
Rookie.
I think it was a good choice. Because I grew up in a...
XJ's in the corner like, help me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got the... Let's go back to bikes first. So I grew up in... Obviously, I grew up in Ashburn. Riding at AOL and on the power lines and everything. Well, when that got taken away for data centers, it was like 2016. I sold my bike. I sold my dirt bike because I had nowhere to ride anymore. I didn't know about the Cove. I don't think the Cove's the best place for dirt bikes either. That seems like a rough ride.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody on a dirt
Oh,
bike.
I've
at
seen
Cove.
people all the time. I've
It's-
taken
Four wheelers, yeah, but I haven't seen
taken
a dirt
four
bike.
wheelers out a handful of times, and you just really got to know where you're going.
Yeah.
Because you could like take a right turn down Donkey,
Yeah.
and your bike's gone.
Yeah. So really, when I lost my... And they weren't like legal wheeling area or dirt bike areas.
Legal's a relative term.
But so one of the areas was a hobbyist RC air club, which had dirt
What?
tracks around. Yeah, there was a hobbyist RC air club in Ashburn when I was growing up.
Probably still is.
No, it's gone.
Oh.
I'm sure there's
planes?
somewhere else. Yeah.
Oh,
Have you seen sidebar again? Sorry.
side quest. That's our thing now.
Have you seen some of these RC planes,
Have you watched Cleater's videos?
dude?
They're crazy.
What is it? Tyler Perry?
Tyler Perry is the black guy that makes movies.
Yeah, and he's into RC airplanes.
Oh wow! I thought we were talking about
Why
different Tyler
why
Perry's.
is that surprising?
I don't know.
I don't see that. That's so weird.
But so Cletus has this like, I don't know, plane that's as big as this yard,
It's fucking huge.
and
An
Tyler
RC
Perry
plane?
has a bigger one.
Yeah. Was that the jet? Cleater was flying his
Yeah.
like B-2 bomber, and then Tyler Perry was flying the it was literally like a 25-foot wingspan.
See, with people like that who have enough money, why not just fucking get a plane, an actual plane?
He probably does.
Yeah, he probably does, but he probably has someone else fly it for him.
I just want something a little bit smaller
Also-
that I can fly myself without getting a license.
Also,
Doesn't
Okay.
Cleater have a
Cleater
Black
has
Hawk?
planes.
He has a Black Hawk too, doesn't he?
Cleater doesn't have a Black Hawk. I think Whistle and Diesel just bought a Black Hawk,
Okay.
which is fucking ridiculous to say. What
What'd
is
you
that?
call me?
Because he'll trash it.
And then Heavy D has one. Heavy D Sparks.
I don't remember which one's that.
I don't know.
with
One of the
beard?
diesel. One of the
Well, they all have
They
beards.
all have
Yeah.
beards. The one that lives in Utah.
I'd say
no,
one
it's
of
not. It's
I'd
not
say
the one that lives in
bald
Utah.
one, but they're all bald at this point.
He's the one that actually owns the company.
Yes.
He's the main guy.
That's Tyler Perry's.
But
It's literally like a 30-foot wingspan. It's
Holy
huge.
crap. And those are like legit jet engines too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. It's
That's
So-
the video
crazy.
of like a.
is Tyler Perry like just a secret nerd?
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of celebrities that are secret nerds, like Henry Cavill.
Oh, he's like a D&D
Knew that
nerd.
one.
Oh yeah.
He's not secretive about that
Well,
at all.
no, but a lot
He
of people.
he almost lost Superman because he wouldn't get off his computer
Right.
Yeah.
to answer the phone call. I'm not
Really?
joking. Yeah, seriously. He wouldn't. He heard his
He's
phone
king of the
ringing.
nerds.
Yeah.
He heard his phone ring like across the room, and he was like in the middle of a game of D&D or World of Warcraft or something.
Oh crap.
It's all the same thing.
No, it's
No,
not. That
no.
is way
Well, so-
different.
no.
You're gonna make people mad with that one.
D&D and World of Warcraft, the only thing that's different as far as I know, because of Sean,
Yeah.
because he plays both of them, is one's a board game, one's on the computer. It's pretty much the exact same gameplay for D&D and World of Warcraft.
One's analog, one's not.
Same, but different.
Yeah, same,
Yeah.
but different. It's pretty close though.
Close, but not.
But back to motorcycles.
Jesus.
How did we get here?
Side quest.
That was
I
a
don't even
long
know where
one.
I'm at right now.
Also, motorcycles. My co-driver is a motorcycle riding lunatic. He's a definite lunatic. He rode his R6 during a hurricane one time.
Fuck that.
No thanks.
I was like,
No.
one
I know
time it
how
was
he
up
got
through
there. I
Arlington or
figured it
something like
out.
that. And he was just riding his motorcycle through the streets and everything during a freaking hurricane.
Yeah, I didn't. I love the fucking sound of some breezy trees.
You gonna come?
Oh, I'm gonna come.
Jizzed
gonna.
in my pants.
Oh yeah, she's a dirty girl.
They need to be louder. Make them louder.
Yeah, I can make them louder.
Ah, there you go.
Oh yeah, she's a dirty girl.
Yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
perfect.
It's weird hearing myself.
Do you only have 2 of them?
I've got the intro music and I got the outro music.
Ah.
I'm gonna replace those because I never do that.
Yeah.
So I just need PJ to say more ridiculous shit that I can
You just need a bigger soundboard.
sample. I mean, the PodTrack P4 works good.
Yeah.
He can't return that one. He already did.
Actually, I didn't.
If we get a studio, we'll get a soundboard.
Yeah, I just have so much fun with this shit.
Yeah.
Like just going wherever the hell we want. It's such a good time.
Yeah, but can't you back plug into this and like have another like
Butt plug.
No, I can't. It doesn't have the ability for that.
gay?
Gay.
You don't want to talk about backplug, dude.
You did say backplug.
Butt plug.
All right, so back to the original side quest is I sold my dirt bike for the XJ, nowhere to ride. I sold the dirt bike for like $1,200. I bought the XJ for $700. Drove it home. Started throwing parts at it.
Pre-COVID prices.
Oh, dude, pre-COVID prices were fantastic. I bought probably 4 XJs for under $1,000.
Oh, God.
I definitely bought 4 XJs for under $1,000, and I know where all of them are. They all got sold to friends, which never sell a vehicle to a friend. It's always a nightmare. You always hear about it and how much of a piece of shit it is for the rest
True,
of time.
yeah.
Especially if that friend is not a mechanic.
Oof. Don't ever do that.
5 months later. Hey, do you know what this is and why that noise is coming along? And do you know how to fix that?
Sold
And on
as
Tuesdays
is.
at 8:30, it does this.
So I got a weird little like shimmy.
What the hell of a shimmy.
Oh, dude, I experienced death wobble for the first time last week.
Oof.
In that?
Yes.
Or because you also have a Ram 2500, right?
Yeah, that one's fine. I mean, that one now has issues with the analog brake system and the, some kind of pump.
ABS pump?
Yes, that.
Yeah, I had
Supposedly
to do-
there's a class action suit against Ram for that.
Because
Something like that.
you
so.
had originally registered your Ram for 24 hours, right?
Yeah, and then I saw how narrow the trails were going to be. And I was like, yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did it in my truck and it was not fun.
I
So
bet
you're,
you-
you're not missing anything.
But I was surprised because the last one we did, the Raptor guys opted out of the trails, or they were told the trails were too tight for their full size trucks. Then they were upset that they didn't do some of the trails because they feel like they missed out.
Yeah.
So, Eric Miller posted today, and there's another Raptor running this one because Eric Miller's also running. He'll be there.
He's doing his JK, right?
He's doing his JK. He tried to get the race car in it. I don't think he could figure it out legally.
Oh, 'cause it has to be
Which I'm not
plated and everything.
surprised because it's an Ultra 4 4400 car race car.
Yeah.
That'd have been cool as fuck though.
You have to do it under a kit car, and the kit car rules are crazy.
Or a UTV.
What is this?
I think the
Even
UTV
then, you still need a VIN.
you do, but I
What-
think the UTV would be easier
What's the legality with Eric Miller running his own Ultra 4 car, though?
Because it's on the
because it's on the highway,
highways.
Oh.
so it needs to be registered and insured. Which
Damn.
insured is easy. You can insure anything. The
Yeah.
registration is the hard part.
Yeah. You'd almost have to take one of the, like, retired chassis and kind of, like, retrofit it to make it street legal.
Or just put a TJ dash in it.
Well, you remember the CJ...
That sounds illegal, Freddie. You can't do that. So no, if you end up having a street legal TJ that you cut apart and you use
No, but really, though.
That's how people make Rockster Street legal.
Do you remember
Yeah.
the four-wheelers? I don't remember who made them. There were CJ-style four-wheelers.
Rocksters?
Yeah, the
the
Rockstars.
Rocksters.
Yeah.
those were
When I was at
UTVs.
ORI, there was like 4 of them that people were trying to upfit them to be able to drive them on the road.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
you can bolt in a YJ windshield.
So
Bolt in.
So the thing with them is they're legally UTVs.
Yeah.
You cannot license a UTV for road use in Virginia.
Yeah, you
So
can.
no, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
Last I checked, you could not.
I know several people that have them.
Are they West Virginia
No.
license?
Virginia.
UTVs.
Side by sides.
Yes.
Yes.
That law must have changed since I looked last.
There's a lot more red tape to jump through.
Do you
So
need some help with the bed?
Oh. So back when I was in the fire department, God damn, you're thirsty, boy.
That looks
Ain't
like
no bitch.
straight up Coke.
you wanna
Have you
try
not
it?
tried it yet?
What is it?
It's
It's-
root beer whiskey.
It's a devil's. Dude, it's so good. It's so good. It's drink it out of the bottle, delicious good. Shout out to Devil's Due. We will be doing. We were officially invited to do the event with them next year. It will be all 4x4s, not just Jeep exclusive. So I think I'm going to try and suggest the name 4x4 and OHV Takeover. Devil's Due 4x4 and OHV Takeover.
Nice.
So that way, because, I mean, I don't know you that well, Tom, but I'm sure you're like us and you're like, Jeeps are cool. Jeeps are the best utility vehicle. Like, not the best multi-tool, but they're not the coolest thing on the road.
Oh, yeah.
True.
There's so much other things cool, so much things cooler than Jeeps on the road that, like, invite everyone out. And then you'll have such a cool parking lot of random shit that you would never guess was 4x4 or the Dodge Neon that the guy takes on the trail or whatever. Because you'll see that. This, I'm sure the gamblers will be in force for this 24 hours.
Right on.
It was so cool seeing. We camped next to them the night before last year, or not last year, the last event, and we came across them at like the muddiest part of the trail, and like neons and Subarus and like all sorts of random shit.
I saw some of the Subaru videos.
And there was geo trackers and
What was it? The Kia Sportage? Is that
Yeah,
what
that
it
was
was?
my
Sportage.
favorite.
That thing was
vehicle.
so awesome.
He's done a bunch of that now too. It's even better.
Lightning striking the Dirt Drive podcast.
I was trying to remember his name the other day, and I couldn't for the life of me.
Who?
Kachuga.
Fuck.
Oh, Chip.
Ganassi?
No,
Bless
he's an
you.
actual race car driver.
The guy from Cars.
Lightning
Cars-
McQueen?
the green guy.
The green guy. What's it, like
the one
Chuck
with the
something?
mustache. The one that... Chukuga. I butchered that one.
Yeah, you did.
I know.
I should know this.
I
Google
literally
it.
watch Cars all the time.
Google
Hey
it.
Siri.
Damn it.
Where were we before I got up and sprayed myself down?
We were talking about the gambler cars.
Yes. Oh, 24 Hours of Appalachia.
Yeah. The
Logger-
reason we're here.
Loggers and Miners Delight. Hell yes, brother.
Chick Hicks.
Chick Hicks, that's right.
Chick Hicks. Oh my gosh.
Say that 3 times fast.
Nope.
Chick-
Hard pass.
So what have you, because you're doing a shakedown this week, or Sunday, right? For
Yeah.
your Jeep?
No. Couple buddies that are pretty fresh into their rigs. And we're just going down to Peters Mill and running probably just up from Edinburgh.
Yeah.
But one guy's got a...
That's such an easy
What else are we
shake.
gonna do?
I mean, fair. But
Yeah.
literally,
he's coming from Maryland, so he's doing 2 hours of highway driving.
God damn. Oh, I mean, that's a good shake. That's
And
that's
then-
better than any.
Yeah. And then we're just going to go Peters Mill and go to the brewery in Woodstock. But, I mean, I'm not going to the Cove and spending
Yeah, all that money.
$30. And
Yeah, my normal shakedown, what I do is I've got a third of the parts for the XJ for houghly the September thing, which I won't be going to, but I think you and Tom were talking about going.
September
and
thing.
Taking the XJ, the Roush Creek rock crawling competition. It's the RC Club comp.
News to me.
Oh, Tom was talking about going, and he's like, I don't know what I'll take. And I'm like, I can get the XJ ready. You take that.
Definitely not bringing the JK.
Why?
No, dude, the JK's so fucked up.
Why? What happened?
The
Long
upper
story.
the rear upper control arms collapsed.
Like the bumper?
No.
Like worse than the bumper?
No, like you know how the factory rear upper control arms are the square tube,
Yeah.
and they have the kink in them.
Uh-huh.
Well, that kink
Kinked?
kinked,
Oh, it kinked. It kinked
and it locked up
hard.
his rear axle. In Luckily, it was in Lovettsville.
Oofta.
Well, I don't know if he's cracked it open yet.
Well, yeah, we don't
To,
know what's
like,
wrong
look
with
at
it.
The rear end
internals.
went like chuga.
Yeah.
Got you. Well, so the pinion
Literally.
rolled down.
Yeah.
Oof. And then to make the problem worse, he put it in four-wheel drive.
Further exacerbate.
Ooh, masturbate. Further masturbate the problem. He put it in four-wheel drive to drag it off the street. So just trying to turn that rear axle, and I'm sure it's all bound up. But so to get the XJ ready, my shakedown run is I go up Morgan Mills right here. It's a steep grade. It's as hard as Peters Mill because Peters Mill is so fucking easy.
Yeah.
And it's just steep grade with like a washboard, washouts, and
I was having a grand old time coming up this fucking road in the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, you in the
Just so
truck
you know.
today?
Yep.
You just
I had to.
You just did Morgan Mill?
Yeah.
Oh, you came down Morgan Mills? No, Morgan Mills is a
dirt
dirt
road?
road that goes up
Oh,
and
the
mountain.
one
Yeah.
at
The
the
one
top.
that we came down and you were
Oh.
blasting. You're like, "We're gonna tell me there's a hill there." I'm like, "We're on a fucking mountain,
Fucking
PJ."
drifting in the Jeep. Woo!
But what's the Grand Cherokee MJ or Z MJ?
No, the
Which
MJ
one?
is the
WJ?
Comanche. WJ is the coil front and rear.
Yeah. So he's
The
got
one
one
that Jet has.
that he pretty much just built for this. Like 2 months ago, it was a stock Jeep.
So we're rolling deep into 24 Hours of Appalachia this year, or this event because we got you, we got
We have 12 people at our Airbnb.
hell yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We got
Wow.
another listener of the podcast, Joseph Monkeyfoot Outdoors, which we talk about all the time. Eric Miller, and I feel like we have more people participating in this event.
I got 2 buddies on bikes. I got another buddy that's camping at our Airbnb.
We're rolling. I mean, not
It's
that
gonna
not
be a
we,
hoot.
but we're rolling deep. I really wish. I'm very much okay. I have to correct myself because I'm very much looking forward to the Europe trip. I really wish.
Will you
Jed
be
was-
in Europe for the rally?
Yeah, I will be.
Yeah.
So we leave the 20th. We don't get back until the 2nd of August.
Jesus.
So we're 2 weeks.
Speaking of Taylor Swift,
Jesus
Side quest.
Christ.
the pinball place in West Virginia that I showed you,
Yes.
Tilty McFlippers, whatever. Have you seen any of their photos? There's a chick that goes to that place regularly who is a legitimate Taylor Swift like impersonator.
That's cool.
Like every photo that they post and she's there like winning something, she's dressed head to toe exactly like Taylor Swift.
They're fucking
Makeup and all.
These
That's what Tim
Swifties
does in
are
his spare
fucking
time.
crazy. Oh, I've got the jumpsuit. I've got the skin tight jumpsuit.
We know what the T stands for.
It matches my curves perfectly.
Is that a mic or are you just happy to see me?
So what? Not having gone through the 24 Hours of Appalachia before,
Right.
what questions do you have, or like, what are you most looking forward to?
I'm happy you asked.
Oh, you got a whole list.
He's got a list.
I have a couple. Ready just answered one of my questions. Like, where'd you stay before and after the last rally?
Well, so
So-
that's difficult because the last one we started and ended differently,
okay.
which made it super. It wasn't difficult, but it was annoying
Yeah.
because like we last minute decided to stay Friday night in
At Yoakum's.
at Yoakum's. And,
Which Yoakum's, I loved Yoakum's,
Yeah, it
man.
was
That
really
was
cool.
awesome.
That was a good time.
And then we stayed in a shitty hotel in Ohio.
Well, in the wrong part, too, because, like, I suggested the hotel to Freddie. I'm like, hey, it ends here in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. The nearest hotel I can find to the end of the race is across the street in Gallipolis, Ohio.
Too bad across the street was across the fucking shit
Well,
river.
it was, but it was still the closest hotel to the
Yeah.
end. And
It's just
originally,
across the street. Duh.
I didn't even know about the event at the end.
Yeah, they had a
cookout.
cookout at a barbecue place that was like probably 30 minutes from where
The-
we were.
the rally
It
ended.
was a pretty good drive.
Yeah.
I will say Point Pleasant at night was pretty cool though.
Oh yeah, it was definitely worth being in Point
Aside from
Pleasant.
the crackheads. but,
Seeing the
you know.
Mothman.
Yeah. Touching his butt.
You're milking that
cheeked up.
You're milking that Mothman content though.
But so this year
Are you going to Mothman Festival?
I want to. It's in September.
Let's do it. I don't know when it is. I have a busy September already.
This guy.
This fucking guy.
But have you booked a place for?
No, not yet. I was looking at like the resort over there, something like that, or someplace in Beckley.
The pickings are slim in Hinton, or no?
Yeah, it's Hinton. It starts and in Hinton. It's a loop this year.
We ended up
this event. I keep saying this year because it feels like a year ago when we did it, but it was only February.
That's crazy.
So I had known a bunch of people that were getting into it this year, so I organized a Airbnb. Probably it's only like 18 miles outside of town, but it's like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, because 18 miles at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, but it's all right. There was a bunch of people that were doing it for the first time, so I figured try and get everybody together.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was cool, and having I think where we stayed the first night in Yoakum's was kind of rough.
It was rough, but it was fun.
It was nice to have a bed. It was nice to not have to camp. So if you can avoid camping,
right,
do it, because let me tell you, that 24 hours can turn into 28, 30 hours quickly.
It was way harder than I thought it was going to be.
It was cold as fuck.
Yeah.
That was the only part that sucked. Because getting the fire started at Yoakum's was the hardest part.
Oh. Well, yeah, the wood we got was also
we
soaked.
had a nice cabin.
Yep.
And I forgot to hide something for you. I really wanted to.
I looked everywhere. So when Freddie, I had booked the clubhouse, whatever we were in.
That was a fucking scout house.
Yeah. I had also booked for like 4 weeks later for me and my wife to go to Yoakum's and stay and like just do Seneca Rocks, because Seneca Rocks is a beautiful area. I didn't know that Freddie had booked the same cabin the weekend of 24 hours, and he told me I was going to hide something. So I was literally tearing the fucking place apart. I'm like, Freddie, put something in here for me.
That might be better. That I didn't hide anything and he still looked.
Yeah, my wife thought I was an idiot, but she always thinks I'm an idiot, so.
What are you doing, Tim?
Freddie hid something. I gotta find it.
But
Can we go to bed, please?
I guess it was the third night, because the second night we were driving. The third night, having a clean shower and a warm bed, fucking most important thing.
Right
or a clean bed and a warm shower, I guess.
Yeah, because we had lunch and then checked into the hotel early at 2 and just died.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were out. So I did a shakedown of the Jeep first, because I'm like, if I need to buy parts, I'm going to do it before I go to sleep, so I can at least fix it in the morning, like early in the morning, go home. So I did a full shakedown of my Jeep, aired up my tires and half of PJ's tires, and then I showered and went to bed.
I didn't, and then I came out to a flat tire at the barbecue place.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It was just a valve core.
So that was important.
Still pretty funny.
Is no matter how tired you are, if you get done in that 24-hour time frame, before the parts store closes, do a full shakedown of your vehicle.
There was Jeeps that were broken,
busted, and so if you busted, but if you do your shakedown, let's say you take a nap and you do your shakedown at like 6 o'clock before dinner, all the parts stores are closed because you are 60? In what?
You got to take a nap.
I'm surprised he didn't say supper.
But yeah, the parts. I don't know Hinton that well. But I'm sure that if they have a parts store, it's a Napa and they're closed by 5.
Oh, yeah, especially on a Sunday, for sure.
Yeah. So do your vehicle walkthrough and look over prior to taking your nap. Because, I mean, give me shit. You also took a nap.
You know,
You
55,
slept
not
with
60.
a man, didn't you?
What?
Didn't you sleep in the same bed as AK?
When?
24 hours Appalachia.
Yeah, when we were done.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is before you took your nap. Before I took my nap that day.
I tried to sleep in the back of the car while AK was driving my truck, and that was terrifying.
That's a horrible decision.
Yeah.
But
That's another thing. Do not do 3 people in the rally.
I
didn't like it. It was terrible. I don't know if you're planning on doing 3.
No, I just had me and a co-driver, and that was it.
Yeah.
I think
because the Gladiator that won, quote unquote won, did it in 20 hours. He had 3 people. He had a driver, a co-dog,
and a Gladiator,
and a spotter. I guess he called him. I don't know what the spotter's job was. It was just a third driver.
Yeah, all 3 of us drove.
But I think that was a smart idea, and I would have loved to do that in my Jeep, but we registered the fucking 2-door, and we needed all the space for all of our garbage.
Idiot.
There's a couple differences this year that I think will make a difference, but
fuck is my
The
beer?
third person in the back was uncomfortable the whole time.
Yeah.
Also in an XJ. Or
Yeah.
not, also in a JK.
Yeah.
The backseat of JKs are not comfortable.
No.
Nope.
But this year, since we're able to start and end in the same place, you should be able to leave a lot of your stuff
Yeah.
at wherever you're staying. So
Yeah.
that'll be nice.
I think that bit us in the ass because
I'm still gonna try and take a backpack and maybe like a change of clothes or
Yeah.
extra pair of boots.
yeah, but
Backlight.
you can plan it like a day trip this
Right.
time. You
Yeah.
don't have to plan like you're
we
going
had-
overlanding or going
had-
doing like a long extended wheeling trip because I mean, like you said, you're starting in
We had
the
3 or
same
4
spot.
duffel bags, backpacks,
Yeah.
boots all over the place. So
Yeah.
My truck wasn't any better.
No.
But that was us
Camera
running
gear.
media for 24 hours. So
Yeah. Tom, what else you got?
You guys were talking about tires. Where'd you guys air down at? What did you air down to?
what do you normally air down to go wheeling?
15.
Go
20.
go a little bit above
Yeah,
that.
I was at
Okay.
18.
Good in between.
So what I did is I did my shakedown run up Morgan's Mills and kind of bombing around just doing some overlanding beforehand. And I left I practiced with tire pressure. Is I'm like, hey, I'm going to be running highway speeds of 50 miles an hour sometimes. So I wanted stability in the highway, but I also want to be able to bomb down some washboard roads and not feel it in my spine.
Yep.
And in an XJ, oh boy.
What kind of tires do you have?
KO2s,
What size?
33s,
Yeah.
What size 16 wheels?
15.
Okay, so you got
Yeah.
a little bit of sidewall on there.
You could probably get away with 18.
Yeah, 18.
I was going to say.
Because I got the 17s and I have 33s and I ran 18 and that's less sidewall. So
Yeah.
I think 18 is really a good number.
When we started, I started at normal highway PSI, like regular street
Oh,
driving.
yeah.
And then after like that first, dirt road, I was like, I gotta fucking air down because this is killing me
Well, so
and my truck.
The thing that happened to me is it was February. It was fucking 30 degrees out the entire time.
Yeah.
Even in February, 24 hours on 18 PSI, when I got to the hotel to do my walkthrough of my vehicle and aired up tires, I aired up from 25 PSI.
Oh, wow.
The
okay.
heat that was gained in those tires over 24 hours,
Yep.
I gained 7 pounds of pressure. So that's another thing to consider. Is I was blown away. I was like, holy shit. I didn't realize we were
Are
putting that
they?
much
How
heat
old
down.
are the tires? Do you know?
I actually never checked the date code on them.
Okay.
That might be worth doing.
Yeah.
This is when we did the media run, the Aturos that I was running, they were
Aturo
old
blades.
as fuck. So it kind of contributed to that stiffness of the ride.
Yeah.
So
So I got my radio. I reached out and said, "Hey, is this going to be enough?" And you said I could borrow your handheld GMRS if I needed to, but I brought this along just to see, hey, is this adequate for
Is it GMRS? Or
no FMRS or family radio, whatever? Amazon, $30.
I don't know. I think they're only doing GMRS and CB.
Yeah, I have mine inside. I'll grab it for you.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I told you could use it. I actually haven't pulled it out yet. I will give you the charger and the extended battery. So I'll give you 2 batteries and the charger, and I can even give you the plug for the outlet, so you don't even have to have a battery in it.
All right, cool.
But yeah, it works great. It's just a Bofang. It's just Bofang garbage, but it worked great. It's got the extended radio or extended antenna on it.
Cool.
I mean, from 20-ish miles out, I was able to communicate with Point Pleasant.
Oh, awesome. Okay, I think
So
this
we were
has
on the
range
top
of
of
like
a
1
mountain.
mile.
We were on the top of a mountain, so that made a big difference. But yeah, I was able to call Jed from Point Pleasant from where we were, and I'm like, it's not bad.
Cool.
Because I was just so tired at that point. I'm like, I gotta talk to someone that's not fucking Tom.
our Bofang was fucking bullshit. It was just as bad as when we were in Moab, picking up on the Toyota boys kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I was in there talking shit. God, I forgot all about that. They were so mad at us.
Because you're talking shit.
No, we weren't talking shit.
We were on our own channel, and they were just kind of picking up on our conversation.
We were doing Hell's Revenge.
Something like that. It's all the fucking same.
Yeah, it's the Hell's Revenge Trail.
Yeah.
And we're in fucking 3 JKs, just bombing around, just having a good old time. We've got to drive 2,000 miles home, so we're not cruising fast.
3 JKs, an LJ, and an XJ.
Yes.
Math is hard.
But
both.
I guess there was these guys were locals in a Gladiator.
It was
a Gladiator, a 392.
Oh,
and
that's right.
They were going to meet
That's
up with their
right.
dirt bike
That's
friends.
right. Yep,
They were doing the climb up
I
Hell's
was going to
Gate.
say, it wasn't the Overland crew that was lost.
Yeah. Yeah, but they were going to go meet their dirt bike friends at Hell's Gate. And we were not going nearly fast enough for them. So they split our group. They're like, and we were going slow enough. They could have like flashed the lights and we would have let them by.
Yeah, something.
But we were going down an obstacle and they went down the bypass to cut in between us. And then they did it again. And then like we saw them park and they got out to talk to their dirt bike friends. And one of their dirt bike friends ate shit on Hell's Gate. They fucking rolled their dirt bike back down it. So like, you know how Whistling Diesel rolled his fucking G63?
Yeah.
That but a dirt bike.
Yep.
It was fantastic. They ended up getting him up. And like as soon as the dirt bike rolled, we kind of bailed out. We're like, all right, it looked like it was getting ready to rain.
We were just kind of spectating.
And we're like, oh, this fucking idiot's going to be there forever.
We were encouraging them, though.
Yeah, well, the guy in
We
the
weren't being
Gladiator,
assholes.
the guy in the Gladiator was being an asshole to his friend.
Yeah.
He's like, that's not the right way. As the guy was fucking tumbling down the hill.
Why are you doing it that way? I was doing it the other way.
Yeah,
That went upside down almost.
so we're like, this guy's an asshole. We're not going to yell at because he's an asshole. So
Yeah.
we left. 5 minutes later, first dirt bike rips by. Second dirt bike rips up to Tom's window, yells something along the lines of "Go back to the beach," and fucking keeps cruising. And then we hear their radio chatter for the next 5 minutes talking shit about us.
Yep.
And after the dirt bike ripped by, the Gladiator and the 392 came up a few minutes later and ripped by us.
Hell yeah.
And then we got stopped by the Toyota group
Yep.
because they were trying to go down one of the obstacles with like a tight
Fully
wall.
decked out, like
Oh,
Toyota
dude.
Tacomas, 4Runners, like all the fucking bells and whistles.
Like-
in like what I contribute to Central Park for Moab
Yeah.
kind of wheeling. Like it's in the middle of the town, basically. You can't really get lost. It's all rocks.
Yeah, it's clearly marked by tire tracks that's been driven
Yeah.
that much.
And they're like going through these one sections of the trail, stopping like all along.
So we get stuck behind them going down an obstacle, and then the fucking Gladiator and the 392 pull back up to us, and we can hear their radio chatter. Oh, these fucking guys are stopped again. What the hell? So I think Tom walked back and talked to him like, hey, it's not our fucking fault. Look at these overlanders. They're being dumb as shit.
Yeah, there was like 6 of them stacked on one section of the trail that had like a little bit of a rock butting out, so they were like going super slow.
Yeah, it was decline driver against a driver side wall.
Yeah.
And it was a drop off on the left.
There's a couple UTVs that were trying to like buzz past everyone too, and then even they had to like stop and be like tapping their foot basically.
Yeah. So we heard them on the radios.
Yep.
It was hilarious. And I'm like, Tom, I'm going to call back to him. He goes, don't fucking call back to him. So, yes, you'll be using that radio, the radio
Cool,
that was
man.
with us in Moab.
Cool. What kind of spare parts did you guys bring along
None.
for just in cases?
I had spark plug wires and a coil because I had just done them. But that's it.
I
Okay.
had...
I had 5 gallons of fuel in my spare tire.
You didn't bring any spare parts?
No.
I didn't really either.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have
I
any
think
spare parts
did
for my
Tom
truck.
throw
anyways,
did
but-
Tom throw JK steering in your truck, or was that just for Moab? I don't think so.
You might be talking about Moab.
Okay,
He didn't throw any parts in mine.
but no, I mean, as long as everything in your Jeep's been gone through recently, which I assume you work on the
Ongoing
thing all
to
the
be, yeah.
time. I mean, I've got. Do you need? Do you want a spare drive shaft? I've got 3.
I think I need it.
I legitimately
Right now.
have 3 in my shed right here.
You want to take a spare Dana 30?
You got seats? You need a back seat?
No, right now I'm waiting for my
Need a PSC pump?
my leaf packs to get done. I dropped off a main leaf to a shop around the corner from me, walking
Okay.
distance to my house, to press out the old bushings. And because the ones that are on there now, the main leaf's bent.
Oh, yep.
So
I
I
got
got
that
you guys
problem, too.
preach about buying somebody else's mistakes and stuff. Yeah, that happened to me.
Yeah.
So the guy put the add leaf in the wrong spot.
Ooh.
And now my main leaf on that right now is bent.
Yeah, I know how that rides. I've got my passenger rear leaf in the XJ is bent.
Why do you do that? Jesus Christ.
The worst part, it was in a driveway.
Yeah.
At Tom's house?
Yeah.
I've told that story a few times. But yeah, as long as you go through your Jeep and you're confident that
Lights.
The-
How many lights you got?
he's got the coolest fucking light bar ever.
And I've got the Liberty light bar on top. I should replace the bulbs in it.
Yeah, you should put LEDs in it because that was not very bright when you flashed it coming up the driveway.
No, they're not. There's old original bulbs that are in there from 2002 or something like that.
Yeah, I'd toss some LEDs in there. That's going to be bright as fuck.
And I have a couple aux beam pods on the front that are bright as fuck.
Double it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was dark.
So it was dark. And I know your lights were very bright, but the fucking, what's the brand of my headlights?
JL speaker? JW speaker?
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I can't remember what brand they are. But they're
Valfine?
Procom?
Procom. Yeah, they're Procom. Yes, they're the Procom
Why do I know
headlights.
that?
Because Tom stocks them.
God damn it.
But the Procom headlights, they worked so damn well without just the high beams. I was very surprised by that. So lights are important though.
That's
so
one
if
thing
you
I've-
have the
Dude,
factory,
my headlights are pretty fucking bright.
Are they LEDs? Are they?
Yeah, they're LEDs.
Okay.
They're also aux beam, I think. Yeah, they're bright as fuck.
Yeah.
We had found out my high beams flickered the whole time they were
God,
on.
that was so bad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So those have been replaced since.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Lights were very important.
Everybody.
And, I didn't have the problem too much because I'm a pussy and you led most of the way.
Yeah.
I got yelled at
Just
so
over there
many.
trailblazing.
I got yelled at so many
Well,
times for going slow.
So, perfect example. We all started by tire size, which I'm sure they'll do again.
I was 39 and you were at 52.
I was way more than that.
No.
I was.
Your number's still in your windshield.
Yeah,
Why
it's
don't you go
56.
look?
56. What number were you?
I just said it 39.
So that is almost 20 minutes.
Okay.
And I caught up to you.
Well, there's also people that jumped in line, and there wasn't that many people because we were listening to the radio.
True.
And as we were leaving, they called you up. It seemed like.
I don't think so.
I think so. But so there was like 15, 20
Anyways,
minutes,
it
and
was slow.
you caught up to us in the first hour.
Not even. I think it was like.
No, it was the first hour
Was
because
it?
we had gotten off the highway or gotten off the trail onto the highway for that like quarter mile.
Yeah.
And you caught up to us on the next trail. And that first trail I've mapped it as like it's about an hour.
That's one thing I'm going to miss this year is your gas station map.
See,
was
everyone made
so
fun of
good.
me.
It was so
Everyone made fun of me.
I didn't make fun of you. I don't think. Did I make fun of him?
Oh yeah, you made the fun of me like a motherfucker. It's recorded too.
I don't know. I did not have.
Oh my gosh, did you see
Yes.
sketch? That fucking made
I did not
me-
have sexual relations with that man.
Yes,
Maybe I did.
That fucking I was watching Theo Vaughn's podcast and that came up and I was in my office with my fucking noise canceling headphones on just being like a good little dude doing my work and I fucking died. I fucking cackled in my office.
Which guest was it?
Theo Vaughn with it was his most recent guest.
Okay.
I don't know who the most recent was. I'm not up to date on his, but I
And
do.
Future Past is gonna fuck it up anyway.
Right.
But it's his
I'll
most,
check it out on the way home.
It's the most recent guest, and fucking they were talking about sketch, and they showed a clip of him apologizing. And he was like, "I did not have sexual relations with that man."
Maybe I
Yes, I
did.
did.
Dude, did you listen to the Lunch Lady episode?
I cut in and out with Theo. It has to be a comedian that I know or like someone notable.
You need to broaden your horizon.
I know.
There's so many podcasts I've listened to where I didn't know the people on it, and it is one of the best episodes I've ever listened
Yeah.
to.
That one, at least,
All
give
episodes
it
of the Dirt Drive
15, 20
podcast.
minutes. Give it 15, 20 minutes, and that Lunch Lady's laugh will be like, oh my God, what the hell's wrong with this lady?
I love listening
Podcast
to.
Side Quest. Do you guys listen to Kill Tony?
Oh,
my
I watched
God,
Kill Tony.
yes.
Yeah.
Kill Tony is the best.
Which,
Hell yeah.
like, I feel weird about that being called a podcast. Because I get
Right.
it, it's a podcast, but it's more of like a
The
Like,
YouTubes
just
are
like
better.
it's like a variety. It's like a filmed variety show of fucking shitty and good comics.
It's incredible.
They're so good. I just don't know how I feel being called a podcast. I love it to death.
Yeah, I mean, it's formatted as a podcast.
Yeah, it is.
But
Yeah.
I guess
I don't
anything's
know
really a
how else you
podcast. I don't
would-
know how the fuck this is a podcast.
It's because of one of the guys on Kill Tony is why I'm switching up my energy drinks and stuff like that.
Okay.
The one guy, Drew Nickens, that was on there.
yes,
And on his Instagram, he does energy drink reviews.
Okay.
And when I think it was
God,
Saul
could you
Volcano was
imagine?
on there.
he's the one
like,
that came on like 8 times, right?
Yeah. He's like, hey, how much do you actually drink in a day? How many energy drinks do you do? It's, oh, I don't do by the number of drinks. I do milligrams.
Fuck.
He's like, yeah, on a normal day, it's like 600 milligrams of
That's
caffeine.
how I am. I don't go by drinks. I go by. That's why I'm fucked up.
Yeah, you fucking drank half a bottle of whiskey.
This is your intervention, Freddie. I hope you're.
Oh, fair.
God.
Hell yeah, brother. How did we get to podcasts? What were we talking about?
We're on a podcast.
We were talking about sketch. We were
Sketch.
talking about how did we get to sketch?
ADD.
You said I did not, and you started laughing.
Yeah,
We
but
were
why
talking
did I
about
say I did
you were
not?
talking about you catching up to me and how I was going slow.
Oh yeah.
Okay, here's a Dirt Drive podcast related thing. So it's been not bugging me, but it's on in my mind for like the longest time. You've got Tim, Tom, Trevor, and PJ.
Yeah.
So
P was just so good we had to not find another T name.
okay, that's what I was gonna say. You ever feel left out?
It was worse before I came along.
Yeah. So we started originally with just Tom and I, or Tom, Trevor, and I,
Right.
and then finally we hired PJ at the shop. And we're like, this motherfucker's hilarious and entertaining, and we like hanging out with him. So he's here now.
And don't you guys have a shop gnome? Was it Brian?
Brian does no longer work at the shop.
Oh,
We
okay,
love
never
him to
mind.
death, but he's no longer work at the shop. Entertainment. What are you planning for entertainment for
For on the
24
way there?
hours? No, the whole event.
Oh gosh.
Because you need to download. Good note. Download music and whatever podcast you want, because you're gonna lose cell service.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got some stuff downloaded. I'll see what my co-driver has. The maps though, the GPX files, the stuff that I last checked was like bits and pieces of.
Oh, there won't be
Yeah.
anything until.
The night before.
Oh, really?
No,
Okay.
it'll probably be the Wednesday before.
Yeah. And you can scramble like
He spent
way
weeks.
too long. So as soon as he posted, Jed posted a picture of the
yeah.
route, just
Uh-huh.
like a generic picture of the route, like just kind of laid in West Virginia. I cropped that, put it over my guy, zoomed in, and mapped. I
And
was
then-
Oh, wow.
like day one after, like as soon as I signed up for the event, day one I mapped it.
And then we went and interviewed Jed, and
Jed looked at it.
he was like, "Yeah, you're about 80%."
Oh, damn.
So I
cool.
zoomed back in and looked at it, and then after I did that, I started making phone calls. I called gas stations. I called restaurants. I said, "Hey, we're coming to this event. What are your hours so I can know if I can plan to stop and get gas there or not?"
Oh,
I
that's
need
a
to map out
fantastic
gas
idea.
stations and shitters
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I had to. Oh my god, that was the worst.
The worst part is I don't remember.
You
Was
don't-
it after we got the fucking pepperoni rolls?
This was at 3 a.m.
Oh, I forgot about the pepperoni rolls.
And I'm up pretty early every day, so I usually have to poop at like 6 a.m. every day.
Oh
like,
yeah, me too. I poop before I
on
leave the house.
dot. But
It's called being regular, PJ.
It was
Add more fiber to your life.
It was 3:30. It's 3 in the morning.
You're gonna have to
We-
change the name.
we
The
had
Dirt
crossed-
Bowel Movement.
Under
Jeez.
the
New
River
River
Gorge. And what was the town that we went through? It had like a population of 5.
No, it had the big
What?
gas station though.
No, it had a train station.
Oh, we weren't at New River Gorge yet. That was Thurmond. That was I named the episode Where is
Yes.
Thurmond, West Virginia?
And it
So
was-
we were in the New River Gorge National
We were
Park.
close, yeah.
We were probably about an hour away from the bridge. But yeah, we were fucking
Yeah.
dude, and I want to go back in the daylight because I heard that town is actually beautiful. I don't believe it because it scared the fuck out
Part
of
of
me.
me died there.
Dude, you stopped because
What?
I had to poop.
Yeah, I
And,
can relate.
like-
I had a major bathroom emergency in the middle of Peters Mill one time.
Oh my god.
But we're driving along, and it's like, there's nothing. Like, there's no gas station coming up.
I
Like,
forgot all about that.
so we get up to this little town.
Thurmond. Yeah, it has an active. It's like this. It's the smallest town in West Virginia. Smallest still incorporated town in West Virginia. They've got a mayor and they've got a population of like 19 full-time residents.
They have a post office and a train station.
And no open bathrooms.
No, they had an open bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
But the train station has also been half converted into like a museum.
Yeah, which I've also heard is really cool.
So, like,
in the daytime.
We park in like one of the spots, and I'm walking down the like little walkway to go to the bathroom, and it's all the way at the end. And somebody's standing in the fucking window. It's 3 a.m. So I almost shit my pants there. Get to the
Dude, and
bathroom.
you were fucking more than like turtleheading. You were fucking pushing.
Pretty nice little
you were
bathroom.
pushing pee.
Tons of toilet paper. Had a little light in it, so it was pretty nice. And then I'm walking back through after I relieved myself.
After I shit my pants.
I'm gonna brown.
And here it is, a fucking mannequin sitting at a desk.
Oh, God.
Dude, I did not believe you when you told me that story. Because I was frightened. We were with, what's his name? Rick? The guy in the Gladiator we were rolling with?
The repair gladiator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I called on the radio. I'm like, you need a fucking... Because we were hauling ass. But I was legitimately so afraid of that town that I called him. I'm like, hey, pick it up. Because the Trump sign, the fucking Thanksgiving and Christmas blow-up dolls and the fucking Trump signs hanging from the trees.
I don't remember that.
It's real. It was there.
They had Thanksgiving shit still? In February.
Yeah, so what I had found out is because I thought it was like some fucking deep West Virginia fucking hillbilly backwoods shit gonna put nails in the tires or nails in the mud and flatten our tires.
What is this? The Hills of Eyes?
That was filmed in West Virginia.
Legitimately, when you were that
Wasn't it?
tired, because you're focusing the entire time. There's not a second when you're not focusing because you are going as fast as the legal speed limit will allow you because you do not break the speed limit, but you're going as fast as it will allow you to go. And it's 10. It's gotten dark. You've already been driving for 12 hours, and you're focusing the entire time. You were exhausted.
Yeah.
So as soon as you come across something like that in a sketchy town like Thurmond, you're fucking losing your like you're off your gourd.
Top 3 things that scared me was number 1, the mannequin. Number 2,
You were the only one that witnessed the mannequin.
I know. The fucking dog in the middle of the road.
Yeah, all the fucking Great Pyrenees.
Yeah.
The free range dogs.
Yeah, the free range dogs. And then we had an owl fly in front of us.
Dude, that thing had the wingspan of my
dumb?
goddamn house.
They're really dumb.
Owls?
Owls are?
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
Hey.
No,
Yeah, but-
owls are really dumb. Like, as far as birds go, dumb
Yeah, but they
as
got
shit.
the coolest features.
Nope, doesn't matter.
They fly silently.
Dumb.
They don't make a noise when they fly. They can also spin their head 360.
Are we still talking about Jeeps?
Owls, dude.
Who?
Hey, because that owl legitimately had like a 10-foot
Dude,
wingspan.
yeah.
It was huge.
They are fucking massive.
There was a
when they're,
couple
like,
other
full
honorable
wingspan.
mentions.
Which brings me to the question, side quest. How many owls in a day do you have to see to be freaked out?
1?
We saw 5.
What the hell?
Minimum.
So if you see like an owl in that tree, you're like, all right, that's enough owls for the day. One owl.
Yeah,
is
1.
enough.
That's enough. If I see more than 1, I'm gonna shit myself, dude.
Yeah, I
That's
think
me
It's like a
regularly
freaking omen.
I
through
think- I
Instagram.
honestly think
That's enough of that.
Big side quest. But if I see one owl a day, I don't want to see any more. How many owls, Freddie?
At least 5.
So in Percival,
Oh.
you'd be comfortable seeing 5 owls?
No, I'd be comfortable seeing 0.
That's my question.
What?
Dude, owls are creepy.
But they're dumb. They're creepy, but they're dumb.
They're creepy dumb.
I feel like
PJ?
if you see a whole bunch of ravens in a day, that's like means something. So what happens if you see a whole bunch of owls in one day? It's
get
got to be
dumber.
something
I
really
don't
fucking
know.
weird.
What's your
What's damn? Because you know, a flock of crows is a murder. What's a flock of owls?
They're not pack animals. I think they're lone hunters.
Play along, Tim.
Eh,
How many owls does it take to freak you out in a day?
dude, I could look at an owl for hours.
Yeah, but if you were at your house
Yeah.
and you saw 10 owls in a day.
Yeah, I wouldn't be bothered.
10 owls?
That's just not natural, man.
How are you not freaked out by 10 owls?
Who?
They're just animals.
That's too many.
Fucking live in the woods, dude. What?
I never see owls. I've seen more bald eagles in the last year than I've seen owls.
That makes sense because this is on a mountain. Owls are like lowland.
I think owls are in the mountains.
Not all the time. Dude, there's like 3 that live
Why do you
near
know so
my
much about
house.
owls?
I don't know. I
We'll
like
be right back
birds.
to our bird podcast.
I like birds.
Fucking birds aren't real, dude.
Speaking of fucking owls, though, and not being freaked out by them,
What? Honestly, one owl. An owl
the
lands
only
right
thing
there.
that does freak me out about owls, we have to open our window of our bathroom because there's no ventilation, and it'll be like
Is there a
9:30,
screen?
10 o'clock. We'd
PJ
leave the doors
shits
open.
Pants.
We'd leave the window down like during the summertime if it's nice enough out. They screech before they hoot. Just so you know,
Who?
owls.
Hey.
Hey.
You'd be laying in bed if we go to bed early.
You're really comfortable with 10 owls
Yeah.
in a day.
They don't bother me. Anyways, we'd be laying
That's
in
like-
I think
bed.
if I
Premise
saw
of a
them
movie
just
or
like
something.
out and about, I'd be fine. But all the ones that we saw were flying.
Yeah. No, I think,
That makes sense.
honestly, if an owl
Mothman.
lands right there, I'm done. That's it.
I'd be fine.
No more.
Geeked.
But
Yeah, if it lands on your fence like right now, there's something wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. And a second one does it, right next to it, too many owls.
You wouldn't have liked my experience in Washington then. There was an owl this close to me.
Like a wild one?
Yeah.
Nope, not a fan.
Yeah.
do people have pet owls?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
actually.
can go to like
Oh,
a
yeah.
zoo and see an owl.
It's not a pet owl.
People can definitely have
them.
pet owls.
They rescue them.
Yeah, but an owl in a zoo is just a zoo owl.
It's not a house owl.
Who? A fucking zoo owl. Like it's a different creature.
It's not a pet.
It's still the same fucking animal. Well, that's a fucking
It's
zoo
an
owl.
owl-oo-owl. Zoom owl.
Thank you, Willow. You got to pick your back foot up. The wildlife was surprising.
And there's
Most of the Pyrenees and just an owl.
there's some sketchy things that people had painted into the side of the mountains.
The fucking Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. it
Sam
was-
Squanch.
That was just
Seriously?
outside. It was just outside of Thurman, and it wasn't like your regular like Dirt Every Day. God damn it, dog! Like Dirt Every Day has the pink Sasquatch. Just lay down. And people have cut out of those in their yard.
Uh-huh.
You've seen those before. This was like a hand cut Sasquatch with the scariest fucking face on it that you've ever seen. Just outside of this creepy town and all the Trump signs and fucking blow up animals and all that shit. Fucking frightening.
And then someone had painted a Goomba.
What?
Really?
Do a rock. Mario, the little bad brown guys.
In West
That
Virginia?
sounded bad.
Yeah. It's getting clips on the soundboard.
The little.
Yeah, it was that. That was just that whole. I guess it was all of that deep Appalachia. Just is scary at nighttime.
The only thing that scared us when we were under the bridge was it the gorge?
Yeah,
New River Gorge? Is
yeah,
that-
the
okay.
bridge.
We were under there waiting for if we could see people coming down the mountain
And you guys went up the wrong way.
just to get a better view.
That would have terrified me.
Oh yeah,
On the other side, yes, that technically would be the wrong way because
Because you guys went down.
We went across the bridge and then came down.
oh yeah, absolutely.
So we were
not.
going down the exit from the bottom.
where people were going as fast as the speed limit would allow them.
Yes.
up that.
And there was just like piles of brush just pushed against the guardrail.
Yeah, nope.
I don't remember that. I was very
Yeah,
tired at that point.
be prepared to be scared
Okay.
because you will be exhausted,
I wouldn't say scared. I would say startled.
surprised, startled.
There was a lot of times it was like, oh fuck, what was that?
Because, I mean, like I said, you are not that this. I love Appalachia, but you are in deep Appalachia at night.
Like
And when we say dark,
You've
We
never seen a
mean
night dark like this
dark.
before.
like you if you closed your eyes and can't see your hand, that's basically what you're doing.
because it's heavy. It's Appalachia. It's heavy tree cover. It's no open spaces. Unless you're on a paved highway, you will be under a canopy the entire time.
Oh, so no light from the
Moon,
sky, no stars,
none
no
of
nothing.
it. Just
There was
headlights.
a couple
Damn.
spots where we were. One of my favorite pictures I've ever taken.
Was that the one where you were pissing
Yeah.
up on the hill?
Yeah. And like
It got
it's-
published.
I know. I'm famous.
Fame piss.
That was that pretty early?
Yeah, it
On
was. It
into
was
the
just
night?
at just after sunset.
Yeah. So we weren't on the top of the mountain. We were basically on the side, and you
It
could
was.
just-
It was on the. I think that was a section of the MABDR.
Yeah, you can just. The sun was just coming in.
No, it wasn't. I lied.
Thanks
Sorry.
for interrupting me.
Tell your story.
It's done now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't shame me. You'll make me come.
Don't bully me.
Yes, it was just after sunset, and that was pretty open. But we were also right next to a lake. There was a lake down the hill. I thought.
What?
I don't remember.
I don't either. But yeah, no, it's pretty dark the entire time, and that's why
Yeah,
the
okay.
I think
importance
this
of
one's gonna be
lights.
better though because we're starting a lot earlier.
What time y'all starting?
7:30.
Oh yeah, so 3 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get on the course trail road until like 10:45,
it was
11 o'clock.
when we got on because we started 11 and ended at 11.
Yeah,
And we have a
Really?
lot more daylight time too.
I thought we started earlier.
true. Because it is summer, so you'll have
Yeah.
fucking. It's the sun will rise at
That was my
5
biggest gripe with the
Right.
last
and
one.
go
was
down
just
at 9.
Right.
we went under the New River Gorge at night, which was kind of a bummer.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like no lights on the bridge either. Like, so the only reason you were going through there is just to go through the road. You can't
Yeah.
just stop and look at the bridge.
Yeah, yeah, and honestly, I was just so tired at that point. I didn't even care where I was. I was just driving. It was probably one of my favorite experiences in my life so
Oh,
far.
yeah.
By far, one of the hardest things I've done.
Nice. How many times did you end up using the smelling salts?
A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get those.
Yeah,
I was-
I've got a couple bags of them. The stuff called that's on Joe Rogan.
Ah.
That like fucks up everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got.
The one that Joey Diaz was just dancing with.
Yeah, let me get the other nostril, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
One
It's
tip for
ridiculous.
for you and anybody else that's,
Willow,
that's
stop.
doing it for the first time. Do not plan to stop at a restaurant.
Yeah, that took way too much time.
Got you.
So in Davis, West Virginia, there's a place that has the best burritos ever,
I was going to ask about that.
and we had planned it out. We're like, all right, we're gonna get to Davis. We're gonna
Get in and get out.
get in and get out. And we get there, and they're like, yeah, it's gonna be an hour wait.
Oh
And
hell
I
no.
think PJ and Trevor had already eaten.
It was also it was Davis on a very nice Saturday. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily cold during the day, so there was hikers out, there
Yeah,
was dirt
bikers,
bikers,
yeah.
and all sorts of people there.
But so we kind of got stuck. Like we were planning on grabbing a burrito to eat, taking another one because they wrap them in foil, and we're like, perfect.
Well, and that was going to be our entire
Yeah.
meal for the entire trip.
So then we kind of got stuck. We're like, oh, fuck, we don't have anything. Like we had snacks and stuff, but we went to a sandwich shop.
But it was still busy.
Yeah, it took forever. And then we ended up stopping at a gas station. And I think all of us grabbed like a 10-pack of pepperoni rolls.
Yeah. Well, your original goal was to see how many you could eat.
Yeah, and then that went downhill quickly.
Yeah.
So how big are those burritos? Like the size of your forearm?
Oh,
big?
they're huge, yeah.
Yeah, we were just going to get a few of them
Yeah.
per person. Oh, my wife's home.
So I would say pack food
Yep.
and plan to eat gas station food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had come to that.
Which we came across
that
a few
idea.
sheets, I think. No, did we see any sheets?
Yes, there was one.
I don't
right
remember.
after the New River Gorge.
Yeah, we stopped there. That wasn't a Sheets, though. That was like a big
It was
7-Eleven.
a huge 7-Eleven. But like beef jerky, pepperoni rolls will be in plentiful at all of the gas stations.
Well, and you're like a heavy lifter. You do
I used
some
to be,
lifting.
yeah.
So you know how to fuel your body where it's not going to make you tired.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're fueling your body with like actual protein, like stuff that you need that it's not going to make you tired.
Yeah.
So
Right.
eating a heavy sandwich, eaten.
Oh, any kind of heavy carbs is going to
Yeah,
put you to sleep and give you the itis.
Exactly. So know how your, I mean, that's a different podcast, but know how your body works and what's going to make you tired and what food's actually going to give you energy.
Right.
What was that about smelling salts?
Yeah, I almost was going to bring some, but I ran out of work and I was like, I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, those were nice. And having your caffeine, whatever caffeine you drink, have it with you because, like you said, you're not going to be able to stop or do anything.
Yeah, there was
you're
a couple...
stopping to pee. You're stopping for fuel, and every time you stop for fuel, you pee, and it is quick.
Right.
And I think we stopped twice, and there was... The gas station was open for us to get fuel, but it was not open for us to go in.
So you peed around the back of the gas station.
Yeah, I remember that the one that there was like fucking 15 of us.
Yeah.
All trying to fill up.
Yep.
Damn.
And the Gladiator needed diesel, and there was no diesel pumps
Yeah,
open.
that's the other thing.
Was it a diesel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Gladiator was a diesel. So.
See, anybody that is driving a diesel, be mindful of that. Either carry extra with you. I don't necessarily think carrying fuel is a necessity. I will again.
I'd made a little fuel can.
I more or less
Yeah, I got it.
was carrying it for anybody else that also needed it because I know the mileage of my Jeep and how far I can go and whatnot.
Ah, good sir.
Right. Yeah, I plan on bringing like a 5-gallon can.
Yeah, I had a
You want
5-gallon
one?
can.
Well, and yeah, you also know your off-road fuel mileage. That's important. Did I just do that with one hand by myself?
Look at you.
God damn, I should be a goddamn bartender.
Dang it, I don't know what to do. Dang it.
But yeah, so your off-road fuel mileage is also different than your on-road fuel mileage.
Yeah, they're both garbage. But
Yeah, it's an XJ. It's a 4-liter. You're not doing that well.
Yes, we experienced that by just sitting at spots and idling. The gas mileage would just drop.
The 4-liter we were with, they had like some nasty vacuum leak or something.
The blue one?
The blue one that just put a head on the night
Boggers.
before.
No, that was a different one.
Shout out to that guy though.
Yeah, he was cool. He followed us on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be there for this one too.
We've chatted here and there.
But no, not that one. He was getting regular fuel mileage. It was the other blue one on the TSLs.
Oh yeah, they were a recovery truck.
Yeah.
But they were fueling up twice between fuel stations. They had 20 gallons of gas in the back of their Jeep, and between the 14-gallon gas tank and the 20 gallons of gas they would only get 300 miles.
Oh my god.
It was horrible.
Rich.
It was horrible. Because we lost them about the same time we lost you guys. Is they had to stop. They were stopping to put fuel in their Jeep, and we're like, we'll stop with you. It's like, just make it to the end. We'll all ride together. They're like, no, go ahead. We got to let the dogs out too. They also had a Jeep full of dogs.
Oh, yeah.
2 or 3
3 dogs.
big dogs.
Yeah.
They like Odin sized.
Oh jeez.
So
A 3-minute Jeep.
They were
Yeah.
entertaining.
I gotta do this.
Show the camera your butt.
Whoa.
Oh.
Ooh, we're fancy. And the frame rate of the camera and the frame rate of the light look like shit.
It's fine.
Sorry for the waviness.
Should have brought my Insta360 that I just bought.
Ooh, set it in the middle and just fucking edit it. Every time someone talks, it just spins. God, I think I would fucking throw up watching that.
We'll do it on the fucked up episode.
Okay, you have to edit it. You have to edit the video
fine.
and send it back to me. Because that seems like a nightmare of fucking turning the camera or turning the.
I'd probably only be able to do it for like 10 minutes of it.
Just like seeing owls.
Who? Got him, fucking idiot. Where were we? We were talking about food,
Fuel.
Oh, fuel. Yeah, that's where we were. So your XJ should be able to keep up with everyone else, and you'll end up running. I think everyone ended up running in a group.
Yeah.
Except for the guys that were like competing to finish first.
Right.
Which there are guys that will do that. I mean, fucking Ultra 4 champion Eric Miller will be there. He's gonna try and finish first.
He's like, how much of a race is it? And they're like, it's not a race.
He was talking about, yeah, it's definitely not a race, but just so he could go as fast as the speed limit would allow him to. He was talking about wearing condom casts so he didn't have to stop as much.
Yep.
And I'm like,
then
Oh my god.
I'm like, no, you're gonna.
full
Doesn't he
blown
have a
king
big fuel
hammers.
tank in that as well?
What's that?
Didn't he have a big fuel tank?
He has
in
a
that
big
as well?
fuel tank
Yep.
in it as well.
Well,
But
there was one guy. They had a pickup truck. I forget which kind of truck it was. They rolled out and they probably had 4 10-gallon jugs
Yeah.
full of fuel.
Was that old Ford?
Yeah, I don't remember if it was a Ford.
But it was just like it was like
an old
stock
Toyota
sized.
or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't a crazy truck.
I guess that's my new goal for the Silverado.
Just finish on 1 tank.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, your fuel mileage will definitely be
And
different
this
than you
one's also
expect.
shorter, but more technical.
Harder.
Yeah.
He said it's 5. I think he said 500 miles.
It's 486.
Yeah, so 500 miles because we were 680
No,
or 580. So it's 100 miles shorter. But he said it will be significantly more technical.
Okay.
So, because we only really had one technical area, and that was
We had 2.
Canadian Loop,
Canadian Loop, and then when we got lost.
the mud pit. But that wasn't technical because that was so easy if you didn't go up the hill.
Oh yeah, it was fun though. We made a wrong turn.
Everyone made a wrong
I
turn.
remember you guys telling us that you made a wrong turn, but you never
It was like Morgan Mill, but muddy.
Yeah,
Like
And
that
like-
steepness,
like soft mud.
but muddy.
going up or down.
Up.
Yeah, and we got
Oh.
behind.
Holy shit!
So
We got up to a spot, and I was behind the red Gladiator grandma.
she fucking kicked ass.
Oh,
I
Beth
think Beth.
Powell.
Yeah, Beth.
Powell. Yeah.
Shout out Beth
Shout
Powell.
out.
Because she was fucking
She drove the whole way.
cruising. She was doing as fast as the speed limit would allow her to.
And we got to that point, and we were like trying to turn her around, and she was a little uneasy. We're like, just listen to us.
Yeah.
And she listened to us, and like it was a tight spot.
Well, and the crew that was up there, the Toyota crew, they like run these events regularly. Like they
Yeah.
do the point-to-point rally stuff
Yeah.
multiple times a year, so they are efficient. And they were getting up that hill. They're like, this is where the route showed us because it's you followed the berm. If you followed the berm, it took you up the hill.
Yeah.
And it's 11 a.m. or 11 p.m. You've been driving for 12 hours at that point. You're exhausted, and you're like, the berm takes me up the hill. You're supposed to go over the berm.
And we were just following at that point.
Burn.
So yeah, and we were convinced that was the way to go because the point-to-point rally guys that compete regularly were trying to go up the hill.
Oh.
So we're like, these guys know what they're doing. We're going to follow them. Turns out they didn't know what they were doing. And we still followed them.
That's pretty much when we found our group and rolled out the rest of the
Yeah.
event with all those guys.
Yeah, it was the Gladiator. Beth was with us for a while.
Yeah.
She lost us. Shortly after that, I think she lost us. She stopped
Yeah.
and took a nap, I think. But yeah, so it was the other Gladiator. I think his name was Rich. I can't remember. I can never... Rick?
I don't know.
I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Is that the radio guy?
Yeah, the radio guy.
What did Tom call him?
Fake Dave.
Fake Dave.
Because we didn't know his name.
Yeah.
We were with him the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know his name, dude.
The best was when you guys fully realized his actual name, and you were still calling him fake.
Still calling him Fake Dave.
Yeah, Fake Dave. Because I didn't... He looked like a Dave. I was convinced he was Dave.
So stupid.
Fake Dave. Because I knew, like, at the same time, I also definitely knew his name wasn't Dave. So that's where the fake part came from.
Okay.
Like, I know I'm wrong. I know I'm incorrect with
Wasn't it
this.
Steve?
No, it was Rich.
Oh, okay.
I can look him on Rich or Rick. I think it's Rick.
Way off.
But it was him, you, the guy who replaced the cylinder head the night before, and then the X-Gen boggers.
We also had the TJ from Winchester.
That's true. Yep.
Manchester.
The guys that run the Appalachian.
Oh, we also had fucking
Oh,
Yuri.
Mike and Angie.
Yeah. It was Mike and somebody else.
Yeah, it was one of his buddies.
Okay.
But how do we forget Yuri, man?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
The guy that
Iron
did it by
Man.
himself.
Iron Man Yuri. He stopped with Mike right before New River Gorge and took a nap. That is also not a horrible strategy because they only came in an hour behind us.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So if you're getting exhausted, obviously you know your limits. This is really what it comes down to. But if you're getting exhausted, feel free to stop and take a nap. It is absolutely not a competition. The most important thing is
Safety.
you finish.
Safety.
Yeah.
Tim.
Well, and that was the next point. Is the
Safety
most
third.
important thing is you finish and you finish safely.
I always finish safely.
Oh, you're gonna make me.
Oh yeah, she's a dirty girl.
The execution.
PJ, a hell of a time to say that.
So good.
Yeah, finish safely. Is it? You just got to get home. That's the important
Okay.
thing. Is if you're tired, you want to stop because you don't want to not go home.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I'll be sleeping much when I'm not driving.
I slept
You-
maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, you don't. Because you're also, I mean, as you're doing the legal speed limit, it's dark, you're tired, you're just driving. My code Tom was calling out directions.
Gotcha.
So we had it pulled up on, do you have an iPad or something?
No.
I
Well,
highly
probably get my
recommend
own.
getting it has to be a cellular iPad. It doesn't need to have data on it,
Okay.
but the cellular iPads have GPS. So that's one thing that I've changed for this event is I bought a $130 iPad off of a refurbished website, and it's a 2020 or 2021 model,
Yeah.
and it was a cellular version, so it's got GPS, and that's one
Okay.
thing I'm testing Sunday to see how well that works.
Okay.
Well, I've
But
got.
I think I would say mostly everybody used a phone.
Yeah.
And
I,
it wasn't.
I used a phone through Apple CarPlay, and it was
I
nice.
have Android out on my car.
Okay. Do you have what phone do you have?
It's a Samsung
The Samsung's the
23 or
same way.
24?
22.
22. So my Samsung 23 overheated like a motherfucker. So between playing music, trying to keep
Yeah.
itself charged, and running full-time GPS, I regularly had to unplug it and let it cool
The
down.
Android tablets
shit.
are the same if it's
Really?
a cellular version. And that's a great option because on Amazon you can get one that's like brand new.
I'm sure the
100
Kindle. Do the Kindle Fire tablets have
They have to have
cellular?
cellular.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have cellular, they don't have the GPS chip. But I know Jed runs one on his motorcycle.
Yep.
It's
like
just a knockoff Amazon tablet. I think he paid like $120 for it,
Okay.
and it's pretty specced out for what it is. And then you just buy like a RAM mount or a
Yeah.
tablet mount, and that's one thing I'm pretty pumped about because the phone thing worked, but it was clunky in certain sections. And I don't know how your CarPlay works, but I know when I hop in and out,
It
since
turns off and turns on
it
and
turns
restarts.
off and on. It doesn't restart, but sometimes it takes forever to find it again.
Yeah.
So that was kind of annoying.
Well, I'm also old-fashioned, and Tom was using. He's an idiot because I sent him my track, the track that I made,
Yeah. Okay.
the 80% track. He was like, I had my map for Gaia pulled up on my Apple CarPlay. Well, he was looking at Onyx with the map that I charted, not the map that Jed gave us.
Okay.
So it was 80%, and he'd be like tired. Hey, turn here. No, mine's telling me to turn here. Hey, turn here. So there was also, and it was also a difference between Onyx and Gaia.
I would recommend Gaia.
See, my fucking ass hurts in this chair. The people that, not comfortable at all. I'm sitting the same way I was. The people that used Onyx, I heard, had a better time. Like it was easy. It's an easier platform.
Yeah.
Onyx is the influencer platform.
I'm only saying Gaia
Right.
because I've already paid $60.
Well,
for
so
the
did I. I
membership.
love Gaia.
I have Gaia downloaded on my phone, and I have Onyx, and I've used Onyx before. I know when Gaia looked at it, I was like, oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Well, I think the issue
that's
was
the draw to Onyx is it's just so much simpler for the user.
Yeah, it's real, real easy.
I think they were trying to steer everybody towards Gaia, and I think Onyx uses a slightly different file. Is
Yeah,
that
I
right?
can't remember. I know Jed designed it on Gaia.
Right. So when it goes from Gaia to Onyx, there's some slight differences,
Okay.
Yeah.
but
But
I think I
for
think they're doing Onyx or Gaia this year.
for
this year.
for the budget, you really can't beat Onyx, and it's user friendly. And whatever YouTuber you watch that does overlanding, they've got a code for you. We don't have one. I was listening to the Blue Collar Offroad podcast. They've got a Gaia or an Onyx code.
Yeah, I
Like
have
everyone has one.
I have one of the upgrades. I don't have
Yeah.
the top of the line one, but I have like the middle.
Get the top of the line one for the event.
Yeah.
It's worth to have all the extra features.
Okay.
Because you don't know what you're going to run into. So
Now on Onyx, can you track and use the GPS at the same time? Because
on Onyx you can, yeah.
okay,
Gaia you can as well.
Yeah.
okay,
But Gaia is clunky again. So if you draw everyone draws their own route, but the turn by turn directions are weird because Gaia does have turn by turn directions. They just never worked right for me.
Yeah.
And I think Onyx's is better.
I definitely would recommend a tablet.
Yeah. Or if you have a full size
A second phone.
a double den CarPlay.
I have that.
Yeah. The double den worked well. But yeah,
But
second
at the same
phone,
time, I don't want my phone to like melt down.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're
So-
doing a lot.
Yeah. So it's also worth having it downloaded on 2 devices if you're just using phones.
Makes sense.
So on your buddy's device, have him download. It can be the free version of Gaia or whatever, Onyx. As long as you can upload a GPX file to it. That way you have something to go off of when your phone's overheating. It's the middle of the night, it's dark, you're in Thurmond. You got to shit. And you just want to get back on the road, but you don't know where the road is. So put it on his
Gotcha.
phone so that doesn't happen.
Hog cranked, pants shit.
Turdmond.
Was it? I made the hat that says "I shitted in Thurmond, West Virginia."
Did you really?
I legitimately made a graphic with the Thurmond town font.
Ironically enough, I wanted to bring stickers, like a 20-pack of small stickers that said, it was a Yelp review. It was like 5 stars, would shit here again. We were just going to put them random places, like, not even anything with a bathroom.
Perfect.
Nice. So on the Mothman statue, on the sign pole with the Mothman statue, all the stickers were, I shitted here, 5 stars.
People would be terrified.
Are you planning on bringing tools?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basic tools. So I had. You have a high lift?
I have a high lift. I have a
You
aluminum floor
You
jack.
have a whole recovery thing that you do too on the side.
Yeah, I
don't
do
you?
roadside assistance stuff. So I've got an impact I carry with me. I've got 3 tool rolls. I have, jump starters, air compressors, everything.
So a suggestion that I have. I mean, you have the opportunity to be minimalist this time too, because like we said, start and stop and what's the name of the town again? Hinton.
Yeah.
Yeah, start and stop and Hinton, so you have the opportunity to carry less. If you want to lighten your load even more, whatever spare parts you're bring tools to do that job. I
Okay.
knew I didn't have spare parts. I just brought air and something to change a tire because that's the only thing I could do.
Okay.
If the issue is more than that, then they had not that it's good to rely on other people, but they had the Gladiator guy. They had the XJ that just replaced the cylinder head. Like there's people out there to help you
This is Tim that
get
put
off
his
the trail.
spare fuel in your truck.
Yep. Chase truck.
I didn't even end up doing that. There was no fuel put in your truck, was there?
Debatable.
I don't think I did.
Yeah.
I think you did.
No, because your bed was full. I didn't put any.
Yeah, your spare tire was there though.
Nope, my spare tire was on the back of the JK. Fucking
yeah.
idiot.
It was. Wow.
Now, I'm considering that I don't have a spare tire that's the same size as the wheels I have.
What
It's
size? You're
33s.
33. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about just getting a glue tread kit.
Okay.
I'm using that.
You'll also be leaving with people with the same tire, so if you can keep pace, in the theory of good sportsmanship, I would lend you a spare tire. So in the theory of good sportsmanship, if you're with like-minded people like a TJ with 33s, and if you blow them, if you blow a tire,
It's a Jeep thing you wouldn't understand.
yeah, fucking Jeeps are so gay.
Get ducked.
But yeah, if you blow a tire or something, in the theory of good sportsmanship, hey, you can use my tire. If I blow a tire, then you're screwed. I need my tire back.
Makes sense. That's fair
So
enough.
that's how we wheel when we're wheeling.
We wheel?
We will. Like at the Cove.
Will we?
I know that if I blow a tire, someone else is there. If someone else blows a tire and they don't have a spare, I've got a spare. Get them off the trail. Get
Who's
them
this
safe.
tire guy? He keeps getting blowed.
Fucking must be nice.
Yikers.
Yeah. So my advice is bring tools for the parts you can replace.
Okay.
Because if you need a tow truck, you're SOL.
They got that fucking What was it? The Trailblazer?
Oh, the ball
Yeah, they broke
joints.
the ball joint
Fucking
on.
welded a ball joint in the middle of a trail.
That was.
I heard
Rick
about
again.
that shit, and I
That's
was like,
sick.
oh
I'm
man.
gonna look up his name
This is how serious we're getting. We're fucking welding ball joints together.
on
Like,
the trail.
On the trail.
And then they took
Holy
him. They
fuck.
took him to the nearest auto parts store
they
and replaced it, and he
What?
finished.
what year Tahoe was
like,
that?
oh,
Damn.
2000?
Was it like
No, it was a Trailblazer.
It was a Trailblazer.
Trailblazer? That's what it was.
Like the 38, was it 3800s?
The square bodies.
No.
No, it was
No?
the round. It was the year after that. It was the round body. It was like an 03. Because it was the same body as the TBSS.
Yeah. Either way,
Nerd
No,
knowledge.
hearing about the Trailblazer blowing out a ball joint, I was surprised that none of the Subarus had problems.
Richard Harris was the Gladiator guy's name.
That guy?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the radio guy.
He's the one with the weird profile pic.
Yeah,
Huh?
good guy. Weird profile
Yeah.
pic.
It's like a nighttime. It's weird looking.
I'll show you. It's because I just looked him up. What? Oh, it's Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he's the one who welded the ball joint on the trail and helped him finish. And helped him finish the route, which he actually finished way before we did. Because Rich, finished the same time we did.
Fake
Dave.
Dave Rich.
Fake Dave, goddamn it, fake Dave. Yep, fake. God damn it.
We all finished together.
Oh, you're gonna make me. One of my favorite Instagram accounts is NASCOM. Have you seen that one? Oh, classic. They just edit it so every time they say something like sexually explicit, they just crop that, and it's just reels and reels of fucking Denny Hamlin.
Hell yeah.
I'm coming in, I'm coming hard, boys. Fucking as he's pulling into the pits. And NASCOM's a fucking high quality Instagram account. How did we get here? Oh, parts,
joints.
tools, ball joints. They finished. They helped them finish.
Finishing. That's how we got
So
here.
gay. What else? Really, like a good support system. So if you really trust your co-driver, which I'm sure you do,
Yeah.
it's. I think that's one of the most important things, is because you are leaning on your partner heavy.
I had a co-driver.
You don't have a co-driver right now?
Not right now.
Oh, PJ's going wheeling that weekend.
Yep, I already texted him.
What happened with your co-driver?
So it was Forrest.
Yeah.
He's getting transferred at
Oh,
work.
I'd fucking quit.
So he's going from Lansdowne to Middleburg.
Oh, Middleburg's a retirement station, dude. That's fucking great. What a great station to work at.
He is so upset about it.
Well, because 22 is a great station.
Right.
It's right on 7. You're running
Yep.
Leesburg and Sterling.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're going to all the calls.
So
Middleburg, you get some fucking good barn fires.
he doesn't start
Yeah.
there until August, but it fucked up all of his time off.
Yeah.
So they were like, he'd like worked it out to be off, but they're like, we need to see some FMLA paperwork. He's like, the fuck? So
Um,
got a couple in the chamber. PJ was my ask today, but I forgot he's going to.
I got a
Yep.
buddy I could ask. You'd like him. He's a fucking prepper. Alex Horvath.
Yeah.
He'd be
a good one.
He's a good one.
I'm waiting on Trevor.
He does have narcolepsy.
That's not good.
He'd be a great co-driver. Oh, by the way, I was ready to fall asleep
he has
on you.
narcolepsy.
Don't say anything to him.
No, he was dead set on being my co-dog for 24, and
That's such a big thing to leave out.
Right?
yeah, he falls asleep randomly.
Hey man,
Hey,
I got
we're doing
narcolepsy.
an overnight trip. Is it okay if I have narcolepsy?
Narcolepsy? I got narcolepsy.
Yeah, he
My
does.
nipples fall asleep.
That's called nipplelepsy, my brother. I did not have sex relations with that man. Yes, I
Or
did.
maybe I did. What's up, brother? Now I've asked 2 other buddies that just waiting on confirmation.
What the fuck's Tom doing?
Tom's
Oh, it's his kid's birthday.
Yeah,
Damn it.
birthday.
Damn it, Tommy.
it's little
He'll have
Tommy's
more.
birthday.
Yeah, it's the first birthday.
Bring your kid.
doesn't
He's gonna
count.
have a million more. It's fine.
Yeah.
I told Kelly I was gonna take Connor today, and she's like, No.
It's a great story.
Take him to the
camera sees
podcast?
No, take Connor to the rally.
Oh, Connor would love that until he
He'd
did.
be asleep almost the whole time. You'd get like 5 minutes in, the full burst of excitement, and then just passed out the rest of the trip.
Hey, could you drive?
Hey kid, I'm tired. Dad's had a few too many beers. Can you drive?
Definitely would look bad if he got pulled over.
He can't reach the pedals, PJ. Ghost
Sir,
ride
do you
the,
know how fast you were going?
Ghost ride the whip with a baby?
No, I don't even know how to drive. Not everybody knows how to do everything, okay? Uppy. Or the frog, looking for the frog.
He loves that frog, dude.
I know. We've been going to the shop here and there. And
I
PJ
called you last week and you were at the shop, didn't I?
Yeah. We were waiting for Tom.
That he never showed up.
He was on the phone.
Yeah, for like 40 minutes.
That was a bad day.
Yeah. I called him and he just immediately hung up.
Yep.
Oof.
And PJ was like, just send Connor up and have him knock on the door.
I was
was
going to
like-
have him walk up the stairs and just like
Oh.
open the door with nobody behind him, and Tom go, what the fuck?
There's a baby. Or he opens the door and hits Connor.
But PJ's got this little squishy frog and Connor loves it.
Yep. It's a safety blanket.
So who are you said Trevor Kate?
Yeah. And then another buddy from back home. But he's going to Finland.
What?
See Taylor Swift.
Narcolepsy? What?
No. So the Monday is the 29th. He leaves for Finland on the 29th.
He's gonna
What
go see
the
Taylor
heck?
Swift.
What's in Finland?
Finland? I don't know.
Fucking the finish.
He's just going?
Yeah, him and his wife go. They go to Sweden and all
Like
kinds of-
regularly?
They're big.
At least once a year, yeah.
They're big
Jeez.
Nordic people.
Damn.
yeah.
All right.
Big fan of
But,
the Norse
uh,
culture.
Lucky?
I'd asked him today.
Let it go.
They have a
So-
big Santa thing in
And there's a
Finland.
couple other options, so it should be fine.
Nice. You're just gonna Yuri it if you don't get a co-driver though, aren't you?
I could probably get my dad to do it. I think he'd have fun doing that.
I think.
Yes.
Did you just fall asleep?
No.
What are you listening for?
Oh, it's just the feedback in the headphones. I heard something funny.
It's freaking out, man.
You are freaking out.
Hey,
Man.
Freaking out, man.
it's the owls.
Two?
Who? 24 Hours of Appalachia is the name of the episode. Excellent. Who? 24 Hours. 24 Hours of Appalachia.
That's pretty good.
That is
really
that's the
good.
name. Guess who produces the episode and
Oh my
names them?
gosh. I can't imagine we could put up as a thumbnail.
Careful.
Freddie's Freddie's gonna be sitting on the fence, pose like an owl.
Careful. You might freak people out by putting an owl on there.
As long as there's one owl.
Oh, if there's
you're
more
good.
than one, then you get
Oh,
freaked out.
This podcast has an owl on it. That's too much for me today.
What's
Three
Tim's
fucking owls
over
on the
under on
thumbnail.
owls?
One.
Aliens.
Where were we before I said 24 Hours of Appalachia?
Fred's co-driver.
Co-dog.
Oh yeah.
I'm a co-dog.
So you wouldn't solo it?
As a last resort.
Oh, you would as a last resort.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a big enough social media presence where you could put it out there, and you'd have some fucking snaggletooth West Virginian riding co-dog, but you'd have it.
You
I guess
Hey, I like to fidget too, man.
That's pretty good. You live in front world, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Definitely don't think I could do it with someone I've never met.
Yeah. Especially
definitely couldn't.
that remote. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just the... What am I looking for? The creepiness of it would keep me awake.
Maybe.
I don't
really
know. I
don't know
even
this
know.
dude or what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Oh
You're
yeah,
not
the
gonna
creepiness of an
frickin-
unknown co-dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely is.
Gotta vet your co-dog.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to know
Can't
him
be
like
some rando.
good couple days in advance.
At
least two.
At least two.
I think Trevor's in. They just had a baby.
Okay.
So he's trying to,
Convince his wife.
well, no, I think she's okay with it. It's just they need someone to watch their other kid because they have a freshie baby.
Yeah.
So a freshie baby plus a toddler.
That's a lot of work.
This is not fun.
No.
So I think he's in, but unconfirmed.
Well, he was a good co-dog last. No, he was. We went wheeling with him. He wasn't there last time.
No, we've wheeled together for years, so
yeah, he was fun.
we both know how each other drives and know good lines and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So he would really like it too.
Oh, it's a great time. Like I'm super bummed I'm missing it. But
I'm surprised they haven't announced the third one. Have they?
Third one?
the third one?
Will they do it before this
I know
one?
about the third one. I don't know. I didn't know you knew about the third one.
I mean, I don't know when it is.
There's a third. There's a third one. So there's gonna be 3 events a year.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna have to clear this before I post this episode.
Delete.
Because BOA hasn't announced it yet.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be a fall one in Kentucky.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Was that
Yeah.
the Bourbon Drill one?
No, that's something that we want to do. We want to do a bourbon trail in Kentucky of like overlanding to different distilleries. That'd be dope. That'd be
We
cool.
need to do UR National Forest too.
I want to go down there too.
What's that?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Just it's like an hour outside of Charlotte.
What is it?
It's beautiful. It's a
It's
national
just
forest.
National Forest. It's like more than just fire roads.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Carolina wheeling.
Really?
Yeah, it's in the Appalachian Mountains.
Damn. Okay.
Or no, it's in like the foothills.
I don't
So
remember.
the Cove of North Carolina.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
You get a cheer wine after every trail.
yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I would sign up for that.
Speaking of cheer
Badge of
wine,
honor with a
side
cheer
quest,
wine in your box.
the cheer wine ale, worst drink I've ever fucking had.
Are you shitting on Cheerwine right now?
Dude, cheer wine ale, the alcoholic version.
Oh fuck, no, absolutely
it was
not.
terrible.
What?
Yeah.
I don't
I
drink.
didn't
So
even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
I drink the alcoholic versions of alcohol. If it's like fucking Sunny D spiked, so we were.
Drink that water.
Yeah, dog.
I drink that wet water.
No, my alcohol has to be originally alcohol first, not Sunny D before it was alcohol.
You know it's not actually Sunny D before it's alcohol, right? To just make it taste like
No,
Sunny
I
D.
understand that, but I'm not about
Have
that.
you had the alcoholic monster though?
No, because I'm not a fucking
No.
Kyle.
For Loco?
No. They don't have caffeine. The one
Four
thing
Loko without caffeine, so just gross.
the one thing that fucking Seneca Rocks the gas
So
station
gross.
had was the alcoholic monster. We put that shit down. It was so good.
Yeah, you also got there pretty early. We got there super late to Yoakum's.
We were still there. It was dark when we got there.
Yeah, we got there at like 10 though because we had an accident happen in front of us and we had to
Oh, yeah.
circumnavigate the goddamn globe.
Yep. That was
AKA
fun.
go 20 miles outside of where he was going.
Well, after, so we saw a route. Side quest.
Yep.
We saw there was an accident on the grade. Fucking, as you're leaving West Virginia, you go down the grade. Fuck.
Tim is so good at stories.
Either way, you're going down a mountain. There was only one way down this mountain.
Putting the pro and
Paved.
produce here.
Hell yeah, brother.
when we did the Devil's Due, you had to ask Trevor about it.
That was a fun one though.
Tim was like, he's like, that one thing. And we're all like, what one thing? He's like, you know, the one thing.
Yeah, the guy. He's got the eyebrows. And,
The two elbows and the arms.
It's Wardensville grade. So as we were going down Wardensville grade, thank you for making fun of me so I can remember my story. I appreciate you.
It's the
Give him
plan all
time to
along.
think.
Yeah, it worked. Fuck, but what's the green guy from Cars? What's his name? You think about that while I tell my story. So as we were going down Wardensville,
Mike Wazowski.
I said Cars. He only had one eye. Chick Hicks here. Fuck you, I beat you to it. But yeah, as we were going down to Wardensville grade, the sun had like just set. It was like 5 or 6, and there was an accident that happened. Like we pulled up on it probably 5 or 6 cars back, but it was around a bend. There was just stopped cars, so we couldn't really see what was going on. So Tom and I, being the fucking sweet overlanders that we are, popped open Gaia and Onyx, and both compared routes and found a route. Bingo boingo. Fucking
Is it route or route?
Bingo, bango.
bingo boingo. But the Ford Escape. What? So the Ford Escape that followed us.
What the hell?
So
I forgot.
Obviously
No,
like
was it a Ford Escape?
it was a Ford Escape, Ford Edge something. But so we
It was
had,
a tiny SUV.
yeah, it was,
Edges are big.
but so I don't I do blame them because it was a nicely built JK
Yeah.
and a lifted truck pull out of traffic line down a dark dirt road because they were like 100 yards up, so we had to oppose traffic. There was no traffic because there was a wreck, so we had to oppose traffic for like 100 yards. Then we turned down legitimately a dark dirt road.
There were people walking up the hill just to try and see what was going on. That's how much traffic there was.
And this little Ford CUV, because I don't know which one it was one of those small CUVs, followed us.
Yep. We were like, who the fuck is this person behind us? And we were just like, just a rando.
And like we start taking turns following a mapped route, which I found out earlier, or found out later would have worked.
Yep.
But we keep turning down darker and deeper woods, and this fucking Ford CUV just keeps following us. We get to
You got to that first turn that we actually had to stop and like
figure out
confirm. And there was a random truck
a square body idling.
just sitting in the woods
Two
in the
dudes
dark.
in it.
2 dudes. They were wearing camo, right?
They were wearing, I don't know, dude, I don't know.
But they definitely weren't hunting.
But we
They were action. It worked.
so
Here they come.
it was one of those public right-of-way roads where it is someone's driveway, but it has a dirt road right-of-way at the end, like we experienced on the 24 Hours of Appalachia. It just, we didn't know that. We couldn't verify that. My Gaia said public road, like you're good. Tom said private, so we didn't know what to do. When it looked that much like a driveway,
Yeah.
we said fuck it, and we turned around.
Ugh.
And we turned like we boogied.
Yeah. Like we did it was like a mile and a half.
And
Almost.
we stopped at a stop sign because it was like a mile and a half to the stop sign.
Yeah.
We stopped for a minute
Like we
because Tom
went
and I
a good while.
Tom and I had to reorientate ourselves. Orientate. I don't know. Fuck you, Freddie. I see the eyes. We had to reorientate ourselves, so we were stopped for 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out which way we go. That Ford CUV was not behind us. They got. I don't know if they got fucking murdered by those were Virginia hillbillies
They
of
either kept
Wardensville.
going or we just followed somebody who lives there.
Or
They're dead.
he was.
Hey, why
he
don't y'all
was
come
getting-
back to the house for dinner?
I think what happened is they went to go turn around, and he was getting an earful from his wife, and he murdered her right there.
Oh. Just full Yellowstone. Just take you out to Wyoming. Nobody
No, I
gonna
think-
find you.
I think he got he was getting hollered at from the time he pulled off the road and followed us to the time we pulled around. And
following these two
when we turned around and we booked and they couldn't see our lights anymore,
Yep.
he was getting berated. And he just stopped the car because he couldn't handle it anymore. He's like, I'm fucking done. That's what I imagine happened. Either way, we worked our way back up to traffic. We sat there for probably 10 minutes.
Yep.
Then we went back into Virginia and then followed. It was like 10 miles up on a dirt road, and there was a junction, and then 10 miles back on a dirt road. And it came out 300 yards from where we stopped. And as we got back to it, the car that we were sitting behind in traffic passed us.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
So it took us the same amount of time, and we had an adventure.
Yep.
There you go.
Almost died, but it's okay.
Yeah.
For like the most minuscule accident too.
Yeah.
That took like 5 fucking
But it was
hours.
just across both lanes.
Like it was like a fucking fender bender.
Yeah.
But they had the whole fucking crew there.
Dude, that
for
little-
5 hours.
So it
like,
was 3 people, or
what are you guys doing?
No, it was an ambulance, a state trooper, 2 local cops, a West Virginia state trooper because it was on the state line, an engine and a rescue engine.
You remember
For
we
a
were
small
talking
accident.
about NPCs?
yeah.
Yeah. That think
That's
about
a-
an NPC accident.
That's a big side quest.
Yep.
Yeah. How do
Anyways.
we get to that side quest?
I think we just did.
No other way to explain that accident, though.
Yeah, the fucking little Ford CUV.
I don't think we can talk about the NPCs we were talking about, though.
Yeah, that's getting into some serious owl bullshit.
24 hours of Appalachia, brother.
How many NPCs can you see in a day before you're done?
Terrible.
4
What else you got?
That's what creeps PJ out.
NPCs.
There's no... It's
For anybody that doesn't know what an NPC is, it's a
non-playable character.
People with no brain. They're just
Yes.
autopilot.
Sometimes I wish I was more dumb than what I was,
It's fun to
so
play
I
it, though.
didn't know how dumb I was. Because, like, right now, I know how dumb I am, but I wish I didn't.
You know what else is really dumb? Owls.
Who?
Had to bring that back.
Let's see, I don't think I've really
Ooh, that was
changed
bad.
anything else. The iPad's going to be new.
Yeah.
I had to do some maintenance that was unforeseen.
Oh, your bearings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else?
I'm pretty sure I broke my sway bar mounts on my frame.
On your truck?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I know the exact fucking mud hole
The
that
little
had
creek?
happened. No. I'm pretty sure it was right after that little creek that had the huge water gullet, whatever you want to call it, that pipe that you literally had to crawl over. There was another mud hole just after that obstacle where we were trying to keep up with everybody doing like 15,
Yeah.
25 miles an hour.
It was Canyon Rim Road.
And we just thought it was going to be a flat, puddle, but it went down and then just
Yeah, it was
We're like,
brutal.
the whole fucking truck just gets rearranged.
So the trip that we did in March with Jed, we took Canaan Valley and Canyon Rim Road again.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that you did that in your truck. Canyon Rim Road was not. It was an unmaintained old fire road
Yeah.
with the washed out gullies and everything.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was surprised you
The
did that.
backside of Flagpole, basically.
Yeah.
Like, not exactly easy, but not the easiest on vehicles.
Also not comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the point where I was like, I need to fucking hair down.
Yeah. So another thing that I found useful is when we were staging to go, we walked around and we talked to a lot of people.
Okay.
The people that we talked to, we ended up seeing again, and we were either a helping hand or they were a helping hand. So in staging, just walk around. Just get to know, hey, that's a cool thing. Hey, I mean, you don't have to go introduce yourself to everyone. Just be
Sure.
a normal social human being. And, meet some people at staging because they can help you. And they will help you.
The checkpoints should be nice this time, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the first event was a shit show, but there was definitely a lot of things to improve upon, and I think they've
Yeah.
really hit the nail on the head with improving upon them. Like the earlier start time is
Yeah.
big.
The checkpoints.
The checkpoints
Because we
are
only
gonna
had
be
one
cool.
checkpoint
And
last
it wasn't
one.
even really a checkpoint because nobody knew about it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got there super late and they were
We didn't know if they were going to be there, and they were.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
also again driving through deep woods Appalachia,
no service.
no service, and you think you're coming up on it on what you remember kind of where the coordinates were, and there's just like a car in a parking lot flashing its headlights.
Yeah.
That's what we saw because I think we were in front.
Yeah.
So we saw it was a
Firehouse.
I mean it was a firehouse. Was it an old hangar or something?
No, it was a firehouse.
It was a firehouse.
Yeah.
Just a regular square firehouse.
Yeah.
And
They
at
had,
night it was just a dark building.
They had like chips and M&Ms and sodas and monsters. And
But the way we found it is there was just a guy flashing the
yeah, he was
headlights.
just like there was one lady
That's
like
so weird.
waving her hands in the middle of the parking lot.
Fucking didn't know if we were coming across a wreck,
Yeah.
about to get murdered, or it was going to be the snack stop. Turned out it was a snack stop. They were very nice.
So I think there's 5 checkpoints
Oh, cool.
this time.
Okay.
So one every 75-ish miles.
Yeah. So the only thing I'm worried about is, I guess, the gas stops
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I don't know where any of them are at.
I mean, you'll get it the night before. Just be a nerd, and
Yeah.
look at it and compare it to Google Maps or whatever. And even if like on Gaia, I could zoom in,
Yeah.
and the little waypoints show up eventually, and it says as you're swiping through it, you'll see that gas stop. Then I compared it to Google Maps, and I got their phone number, and I called them. And if it was one that we were going to get to later in the night, like it'll be mile 350 for you guys. So if it's at like mile marker 350, call that gas station, see if they're going to be open, because there was gas stations that were not open.
I mean,
And there was
we were
also
able to
gas
get-
stations-
Yeah, well, there was one that we couldn't even do anything at.
Yeah, there was gas stations along the way that I called and said, hey, if you are open on this night, all night, you're going to make a fuck ton of money. I didn't
that's
say,
a really good idea.
I didn't phrase it like that, but I said, hey, I'm calling to see what your guys' hours are. They go, oh, it's this to this. Why? Nobody ever calls and asks for the hours. Oh, well, we're coming through with back roads of Appalachia, 24 hours of Appalachia with 100 other vehicles. If you guys would like to open your pumps tonight, you're going to make some money. So that's also an option, and it worked for me at least one stop.
That was probably the
good.
most entertaining part about it, though, is you'd go through some of the more populated sections, and the gearheads were outside being like, "What's going on?"
Just like
we're
anywhere.
doing a 24-hour rally, like through Appalachia. They're, oh shit, that's cool as fuck!
Yeah, there's definitely
Like they were getting excited.
well,
couple of
the
them.
guy at the sandwich shop was cool.
Yeah.
Or the guy and the girl at the sandwich shop were really cool. They're like, "That's you guys aren't," because at first he thought we were dual sporters.
Right.
Yeah.
He gave me a free cookie.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then everybody gave me shit because I ordered
Yeah, you took one from fucking Yuri. Yuri didn't get a fucking goddamn pepperoni roll.
Look, it's not my fault.
Motherfucking goddamn, motherfucking goddamn, motherfucking
They
goddamn.
were stocked up on
goddamn.
pepperoni rolls, sorry?
Fucking bullshit.
Bologna.
Yeah, there's also really cool people. Like
Bolognese.
one of the, you weren't with us. This is after you bailed out. Fucking
Hold
pussy.
on.
Fucking pussy.
Hold on.
So after you bailed out, I know we had the option for a bailout. We just didn't take it because we're not bitches.
Want to bail out. My passenger
I know.
was sicker than a fucking dog.
Yeah, and then you still got time. You bailed out. You should.
Was he seriously that sick?
Yes,
Yeah, he was
dude, he was
fucking
throwing
hurting.
up like every mile for
Jeez.
about a half hour.
Yeah, he was in a bad way.
It was rough.
But either way, Freddie's a pussy because he backed out early.
It's
But-
your fault.
I still had 550 miles,
You did.
and I finished in 23 hours and 59 minutes.
Good enough for me.
And that's how it shows on the report card.
It is how it shows on the report card.
Okay.
But you didn't get all the miles. You didn't do all of the trail.
I would have.
And me and Tom were so tempted, but our pride got in the way. We're like, we're this far. It was 6 a.m. when the sun was rising.
I really wanted to be like, can you like walk from here?
Go get an Uber.
In
In the
the,
middle of the woods, there is no Ubers.
in the moment, I was pretty upset, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's still a good time.
Yeah.
That's what we were talking about. We were talking about the friendly people. I got back to it because you weren't with us. I was talking about why you weren't with us. Then I called you a bitch, and then we got in our conversation about why you're a bitch, and we all agreed that you are a bitch. And then I remembered my story about the nice people.
This
Thank
guy.
you for mansplaining that to Freddie.
Sorry.
Now let's circle back here. Which one of us has the desk job?
Oh, it's me. Which one's depressed? Also me.
Hope this desk finds you well.
If someone fucking sent me as a sign off on an email, hope this desk fits you well. Oh,
I'm gonna find your email and I'm gonna send that to you.
It's pretty easy.
And I'm gonna say,
Per my last email.
per my last email, I hope this email finds you well. Regards. We'll circle back tomorrow.
Is it we want to? Okay, let's get into it.
It's funny
That
because
dude is one of the. Oh my god.
like just being I'm trying to talk about good people. I'm talking about being an asshole. When I get people that ask stupid questions at work, I answer the most polite way possible. Like via email, it's the most professional, polite email you've ever seen, and I hope they fucking understand the sarcasm.
So, I'm at the shop, like, pretty much on my side by myself. I don't really.
If you work with me and get a really nice email, fuck you.
So, I'm not used to interaction. And we're the old DMV building, so we have a lot of people that come up and they're like, I need to register my vehicle.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't a DMV. And there's been a lot of times where people have come up and said something, and I've come off as a dick, and I know I did, and then they left, and I was like, oh, fuck. I was just a big old dick right there. But I don't think about it, because, like, it's just someone walking up out of nowhere.
Damn it, Freddie, stop being a bag of dicks to people.
The DMV hasn't been there in 4 years.
That guy
The
from
fuck are you
DMV
doing?
is
Like,
really
that was a good
rude.
DMV.
You still think that there's a DMV right there?
Well, it's because nobody else knew about it.
Yeah.
You'd be in and
Fair.
out for like the most biggest thing from a big DMV.
That was a great description.
Speaking of the DMV, I have a great DMV story.
You've been there like 6 times recently with fucking all the new cars you bought.
No. When's the last time I bought a new car?
When did you buy that BMW?
Like a year ago.
Really? Oh, sorry. There you go,
Flipping the
Tom.
producer.
Do you want to go back to your story before I tell this
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Because it's a pretty long one.
Thank you for that. Side quest over.
We'll circle back.
NPC.
Am I the NPC? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe.
I don't know. You have the desk job.
Oof.
Paperwork.
Typing.
Fuck you guys. But along with meeting your the people driving in the event with you at the lineup, I think interacting with the people in these towns you stop in is important too, so that way they can understand the importance of.
Brushing your teeth.
Well, no, Jesus, I'm trying to be nice, so they can understand the importance of motorsports.
I think just about
and how
everybody
it's-
we talked to
Right,
was very supportive of the
Yeah.
whole deal.
Yeah, I don't think we ran across anybody that wasn't, but everyone was curious. And I mean, it's kind of our jobs as good stewards in motorsports to make a good impression on these people as well.
I forget
and
the
spread what
stats
we're
now,
doing.
but the stats that that event brought to Point Pleasant and
Uh-oh.
Talking to the mic.
brought to Point Pleasant and Seneca Rocks is
Yeah.
like outstanding.
That was the news.
Well, because it was 150 people there for the night.
More than that.
That was the news article that got posted, right?
Yeah.
Like they were posting the numbers about how much money these
And they
small
used all my
towns.
pictures and videos.
Yeah. It's like you're-
famous.
Didn't you say in the last episode about like every dollar goes
Yeah, it
3
gets-
times as much?
it gets
It gets
touched 7 times
Yeah.
7 times.
in that community before it gets taken by like BlackRock and Vanguard and all those assholes. Different podcast.
But that's cool though. It's
NPC.
really, I really like
Too many owls.
how motorsports is getting a
It's
big
24,
foothold.
dude. Sorry.
I really like how motorsports is getting a bigger foothold, and hopefully that kind of migrates over to Virginia too.
Yeah, and it's. I know Jed has talked to like Virginia Tours and all those guys, and they're just not interested right now.
Uh,
But I think
Bitches.
I think Virginia already has a big motorsports community. I mean, I think the DC Metro region is like number 3 in places in the country that spend money on like aftermarket car stuff.
Yeah, but that's talking about shops. Like there's really nowhere in like Northern Virginia to go wheeling.
Oh yeah, no,
Right.
absolutely not.
so now you're talking about car meets and stuff like that. You
Yeah.
get 100%. There's a bunch
And
of
then
money
you
being
get
spent on that.
Further down south, it's all drag racing.
Yeah,
and NASCAR.
That's it.
Down at Richmond. And,
yeah, but
you got VIR too.
right.
so I think that's why Virginia's not interested in the off-road stuff as much, is because there's such other big
Yeah.
motorsports already. like-
Virginia's also just hard for off-roading in general.
yeah,
Like, I know, 5 minutes from your house, we could hit 300 miles of dirt road
yeah,
and not hit a main road. But, like, as far as anything else other than that, there's not much.
yeah.
You've
It's
got,
everyone's private property, basically.
yeah.
So, yeah, I would
Which
like
is
to.
wild to me.
I would like to foresee the legislature of Virginia adopt more off-road motorsport stuff. I don't see it happening anytime
You'd have
soon.
to get fucking rich landowners to like approve
yeah.
of like routes and shit on their property.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they do this for
That's
the
so
fox
much
hunts,
property.
so why not with motorsports?
fair, yeah. Fox hunting. The Eastern Panhandle
Yep.
the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia is starting to adopt more motorsports. We've seen it in like Charlestown and
Now he's freaked out.
yeah, I'm freaked out.
Is it an owl?
That just the whole Eastern Panhandle area has a good connection with motorsports as well. So it's near us. I know it's a little further for you, but it's near us.
Right. It's not that bad, really, going over to West Virginia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. West Virginia's beautiful.
So are you like in Front Royal or?
Yeah, I'm like right in the middle of it.
Okay. So you probably frequent Royal King.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Royal
Yeah, I love
King,
Royal King.
Castiglia's Pizza over there.
Oh yeah, Melting Pot.
No,
No.
fuck that place.
Okay. All right then.
You heard it here first, folks.
Who cuts a round pizza into squares? Come on.
I feel like you get more pizza. I don't know.
I don't think that's how pizza works, Freddie. No. It's all about how you cut your pie.
I really want to go to a CZ's again.
CC's?
CC's Pizza.
There's one.
There used to be one in
Winchester?
Leesburg.
Is there not one in Leesburg still?
No.
Nope.
There's one in
There's
Winchester.
one in Winchester.
That's too far.
All right, Freddie, your bicycle story.
So
Is this
my,
gravel or like
my
motorized
dual
dirt?
sport.
Okay.
So I bought it.
Have you put any miles on that?
Yeah. Illegally.
Oh yeah, brother.
So I bought it April 1st, and I knew it was gonna.
Joke's on you, idiot.
Well, I knew it was gonna go bad because the Suburban transmission went out on the way home with it,
Nice.
which is now since 4-speed swapped, which is much better. So I've been
Probably
talking to
shouldn't
the
do
kid
that.
for like 2 weeks prior, and he's like, "I don't have the title." I'm like, "Well, I'm not buying it if you don't have the title."
Hi.
So I went and looked at another dirt bike that was titled. That was a Honda 400R, and it was just too big of a bike for me. Like physically, when I sat on it, and like I was tiptoeing it, and I was like, "This is not good." So I was in the area with the Suburban and a bike trailer, and I texted the kid with the bike that I have now. I was like, "Hey, I'm here. Did you find the title?" And he's like, "I did. I just have to go to the DMV and transfer it." I was like, "Cool. I'll give
Oh,
you."
so it was a title from the previous owner before him.
Yeah. He's like, he never transferred it. So I was like, "I'll give you $1,500 today and 300 more when you get the title." So like, go check out the bike, take it home, and like 2 or 3 days later, he's like, "Hey man, I can't get the title." I was like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, it was a Vermont registration and the DMV won't do it for me." So I was like, "Well, you told me it was a title, and now it's not." I was like, "Whatever." I was like, "Do you have the registration?" And then he just ghosted me. So in Virginia,
Good thing you know where he lives.
Right?
in Virginia, you can do the abandoned title process. So I started that, and you got to wait 15 days and then another 21 days, and you can go get a title. Well, I waited the 15 days and then 21 days, and I go to the DMV to get the title, and I fucked up the VIN.
Oh.
They go to pull it up, and I'm like, "This isn't a vehicle." I had fucked up. It was like 714, and I put 7T4. And they're like, "This isn't right." I'm like, "Oh, fuck." So I restarted it, and it came back, and it hit, and it was like, this vehicle is registered in Vermont. So I send Vermont a letter to request transcript, send a $10 check. They send me a letter back. This is who owns it. This is his address. This is his date of birth. This is his everything.
Jesus.
I look him up on Facebook. We have mutual friends on Facebook.
Wild.
So I screenshot it and I sent it to my buddy, and I was like, "Hey, do you know this guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's my cousin."
What?
So I'm like, "Shut the fuck up."
Sorry, that's the second time that the fucking thing's turned off.
So
That must be more like 2
Anyway,
hours.
we were back to. Oh
Anyways,
yeah, that's my cousin.
that's my cousin. I was like, "Shut the fuck up." So I get his number, and I text him. I was like, "Hey, I bought this bike. Kid said he lost the registration, doesn't have it, won't text me." I was like, you can go on Vermont, and if a vehicle is registered in Vermont, you can pay $20 and have a replacement registration mailed out to the owner. So I did that, paid $20, sent it to him. It got there, went to Stevens City, met him, like we signed a bill of sale.
You met him?
Yeah, he lives in Stevens City.
Oh shit, okay. So no longer in Vermont.
No
That's
longer-
so weird.
Well, Vermont had the loophole for a while,
Okay.
which we can go into later. But like, meet up with him. We signed a bill of sale, signed the registration, and then I had to mail everything into the DMV. So I mail it all into the DMV on May 30th. They receive it June 3rd. I'm calling like June 10th. I'm like, "Is this shit done yet?" And they're like, no, it'll be about 4 to 6 weeks.
Oof.
So,
And you're already like 2 months into owning this bike.
yeah. And it's like fixed, ready to ride. I've rode it a bunch. I threw my Harley tag on it and I was riding around town. The first day I rode it, I go to the gas station into town at 4:30 in the morning to go to work. And there's 2 fucking state troopers on bikes
Nice.
getting
What?
gas. Yeah.
And they're never fun to deal with. If they
Sounds
ever
like-
run those bikes, I'm like, that's not a Harley.
And also, it was a year sticker from the Suburban. So
Oh, geez.
it was a dead tag with another.
On another vehicle.
Yeah. So
Howdy!
Hey, is that new Harley Davidson Dirt Glide?
You ain't seen nothing tonight.
So I had called on June 10th, and they're like, it'll be about 4 to 6 weeks. So I call again at 4 weeks. And if you ask nicely enough, DMV will really help you out. I got the direct number to the titling department
Nice.
at the DMV because I took everything in. I was
Hey,
like,
I'm going to Sturgis. I need this thing titled.
Slides at 20.
but she'd given me the actual, like, direct number to the titling department, which was pretty cool. So if anybody needs that, let me know.
Hey.
What kind of things did you promise
Hey,
her?
I'm going to Sturgis. I need my dual
You
sport.
have a discount code for the DMV.
Use code Dirt Drive at the
direct
DMV.
line.
Use code Dirt Drive. DMV. Save 20%.
So then I,
Thank you, DMV, for sponsoring this episode.
when I called on June 10th, the lady pretty
That's
much
the
was
best thing
like,
about podcasts. We can do ad reads for whatever we want.
she was like, it's going to be 4 to 6 weeks. I've got you on file that you called. Don't call again.
Oh, damn.
Oh, so she wasn't happy with you calling.
So I called again, like, probably a week ago.
You still haven't gotten it?
No, well, hold on. And the lady was like, okay, I've seen where you've called 3 times.
They logged that too?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, you have the direct number. Of course they're going to log it. You're not like, it's straight up, you call in and you get to somebody.
Yeah.
Like, you don't call in, you don't hit a number, you're not on hold.
It's just them.
It's just them, which was pretty cool. But she's like, your file's been pulled, but I don't know what state it's in. I was like, she's like, I don't know if
I hope it's in Virginia, idiot.
she's like, I don't know where it's at in the like process of it. So then that was Monday. I called back again Wednesday, and the guy was like, I see where you called again. I'll have her call you back. She never called me back, and then today I checked, and it's under my registered vehicles.
Nice.
On my DMV online.
Nice.
So now I'm just waiting on the mail, which could be tomorrow or 6 weeks from now. I don't fucking
6
know.
weeks. 6 weeks from now.
But when they say 4 to 6 weeks, they mean 4 to 6 weeks. The shitty part is I could have just done the abandoned title right way, because when you do the abandoned title and it comes back with a different state, you have to mail in a certified letter to whoever owns it. So that's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And then they're like, nah, this isn't my property anymore, or it is my property, give it back.
Then you're fucked.
So I should have just continued on with that, and I would have had the title like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, but you don't know if anybody's actually going to receive that
Well,
shit.
If they don't receive it, then that's also an answer.
Yeah.
Well, that too. But I ended up knowing the guy, so it was pretty funny.
It's your social media reach there, Freddie.
Yeah,
You're just famous.
Famous Fred.
debatable. I have been getting some pretty good kickback from Instagram.
Nice.
$2 to $3 a day.
I've been trying to
Okay.
interact with you, so with
Yeah.
drives that up.
Like, share.
Subscribe.
I don't think you can subscribe.
And if you watch this
Follow.
video,
Yeah.
I'll teach you how.
Wait, say the thing then, PJ. Don't just fucking.
oh yeah, she's a dirty girl.
But yes, also if you're watching this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us push us in the algorithm. And we are on video now. I think this is our first official video podcast.
I did an unofficial video podcast.
Yeah, you got all that. I've never sent you the audio.
Yeah, I
Put that
know.
on your resume.
Piece of shit.
Were you mad that they called you a dirt nerd and when they thanked you on Facebook?
No.
They said thanks to the dirt
I
nerds for
didn't
these
see
awesome
it.
drone shots. And I said,
I didn't see that they posted it.
thanks to Fidget Fred. It was today.
No.
She was super awesome. Lainey was so cool.
I still got a couple more I need to upload.
Yeah.
But I forgot I did it on my iPad, so it wasn't on my phone.
What other questions do you have, or sharp pieces of advice?
No, I don't have any more questions. I think you guys covered just about.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's not a lot that we haven't covered. I think we've hit most of it. Just kind of, it goes as long as it feels like it takes.
Mm-hmm.
It goes by unbelievably quick, to the point where you've seen the three of us who all did it. We forgot stories until we're around each other. So just kind of try and just embrace it and take. I don't know if it's something you're good at or something you're bad at, but just try and take pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, between me and my co-dog, he's got a YouTube channel and an Instagram, stuff like that. Instagram is BLKR6. Shout out to him, Tony. He's a very experienced overlander.
Here he is.
Oh, is he calling back?
Yeah. I didn't even. I just asked him if I could call. What's up, Jed?
What's going on, dude?
What's going on, man?
Now it's the party.
Did I forget to reply to you? Or you just
Probably.
called me? Oh, hell yeah.
You forget to reply to me.
Well,
all the time.
I've seen your question. You're like, can I call? And I was like, well, I'll just call him. So.
Hell yeah, brother. We're here with Freddie and Tom Reber and PJ,
There you go.
who are all going to be running
Sick.
in 24 Hours Appalachia. We got you on the podcast.
What it is, guys?
What's happening? What's happening? I'm really excited about this.
They said, what's
So,
happening? Oh, you can hear them.
So, like, how far are we into this thing? We just getting started, or what's up?
Oh, we're 2 hours and probably 15 minutes into it.
half a bottle of
nice.
whiskey.
Yeah.
Half a bottle of whiskey, too. Nice.
Hell
nice.
yeah. How was your car show today? Because you had the airport attack or something like that?
What?
So it was Friends of Charity Auto Fair. It's been going on for it'll be 20 years next year, and they raise money for hospice of Southern West Virginia, and they raise money for Brian's Safe House, which is like an addiction recovery center as well.
Hell yeah.
It's a cool thing, and man, there was probably 500 cars there
God damn.
today, and tomorrow there'll probably be 750 cars. So it's a massive show. It's been going on for a long time. It has a huge following, and it's really cool to be a part of it.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
How are you doing? How are you getting around?
I'm getting pushed around a lot
part of the
In a
job.
good- in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cruising around in a wheelchair, and my lovely wife is taking care of me, and have some good friends too. Several of the guys, actually a couple of the guys that are in the last 24 were there, and
Nice.
they're pushing me around too.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it's been good, man.
Yeah, I'm bummed I
It's been
couldn't
really
get down to see you this weekend, but unfortunately
It's okay,
it wasn't in
man.
the cards.
It's all good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're back up on your feet and doing well. We're talking about necessary knowledge, not giving anything away, but necessary knowledge for the 24 hours event.
Well, not to overexert yourself too early.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest thing I can tell anybody in regards to any endurance thing is to set a good pace. You want to make sure you're covering ground, but not to overexert yourself and not to get yourself too excited too quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that happen a lot, and I think it was. I don't want to call anybody out. There was a guy that was obviously blowing his load early last
Yeah.
event. And I think
I might know who you're talking about.
I think he paid the consequences, and I think everyone
Yeah.
understood he paid the consequences for what was happening. So that's
You
a,
don't gotta talk
that's a
about me
good
like
one.
that. It's
Not
fucked up.
you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Glitter.
That is really the biggest piece of advice. I mean, because quite frankly, as you've seen, stock Jeep can do it. It's just a matter of doing it.
Yeah.
And pacing yourself, and obviously too having a good navigator and working together, or even if you're solo, just making sure you're focusing on the map and not taking wrong turns or turning up hills when you should be turning down hills.
Hey now. We were effective at trying to get up that muddy hill. I don't know. We didn't do very well, but we tried. We tried our damnedest.
Yeah, I'll have to take you there in the day so that you can see it.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've been talking about doing another fall trip again this year. About just kind of getting out, not working, and just kind of exploring the back roads of Virginia and West Virginia.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So we'll have to. I'll have to when I get back from Taylor Swift, I'll call you.
There you go. I'll hold you to it.
Hell yeah. You guys got any questions for Jed?
No, but that's some really good advice to pace yourself as far as your energy level from the start, and not burn yourself out too quick, getting too excited about it, and just kind of maintaining a constant energy level throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, and then I said another thing I said is at the lineup, kind of walking around, getting to know everybody, because you're at some point you're going to end up helping them, and they're going to end up helping you.
Yep. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's not a race. We're here to see everyone get across the finish line. Obviously there's always going to be one person or even group of people that's going to try to push the limits. But again, this is not a race. Take your time. Don't break your vehicle. You have to drive it home most likely. You're here to have a good time. You're here to raise money for charity and do a good thing. And the neat thing about this is it's grassroots. And my whole goal of this is to build better drivers, build safe drivers, and build drivers that can make good decisions under a little bit of stress. And I think this model has proven that it will do that.
I was gonna say you definitely managed a little bit of stress, because there was a lot of bit of stress.
I feel like I can't wait for people's reaction on this next one, because the first 150 miles you'll be like, this is it? This is really, And then you're going to hit this. There's a section where you're like, oh my gosh! And then you're going to run for like another, 75 or 80 miles, and you're like, this is so lame. And then you're going to hit another section. Where you're like, oh my god, why?
Any good points? And Jed, it's just us. Nobody else is listening.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Any good long points where people have to stress about fuel?
No, there's actually plenty of fuel stops, man.
Oh, that was the worst part.
Plenty of fuel stops. Hell, even good places to stop and get some food early on the day. I wouldn't recommend going inside and sitting down or anything.
Hey now.
I feel like there's a lot of hits on us over here.
There's a lot of hits on us.
If you want to call ahead and order some food,
you son of a
we
bitch.
recommend that. That's probably a good plan.
I feel like this would be a great opportunity to sponsor up with DoorDash.
Yeah, don't 24 hours of Appalachia, 24 hours of Appalachia brought to you by DoorDash.
DoorDash edition.
A couple of DoorDashers actually doing the trail to deliver food to somebody on the trail. That'd be fucking hilarious.
In gambler cars.
Yep.
High
Dominoes.
High clearance definitely required.
What's your address? Well, here's my coordinates.
Yeah.
Right?
What can you do with coordinates?
That'd be a great commercial.
It really would.
All right, Jed.
So you're talking about other things too. So obviously this is summertime, so we need to worry about hydrating, especially for the guys on the bikes. Even guys and gals in full-size vehicles or even side-by-sides, you need to hydrate, because if you do have to get out and fix something, you're going to be under stress, your heart rate's going to be up. You need to hydrate so you can stay focused and not overexert yourself to a point, and then you're dehydrated, and then your head's hurting, and then you're making bad decisions, and the next thing you know, you're wrecking or breaking things. So definitely stay hydrated. Don't overhydrate either, because then you got to stop and eat lunch. I was talking to Eric Miller, and Eric was all like, I'm just going to wear a cast.
We were talking about that.
we were talking crap. I was like, you're insane. But,
so when we were...
I think it was Eric, or it might have been AK. I can't remember. But one of the Ultra 4 guys.
Yeah, when we did the episode with Nate and Eric, because it's going to be Nate Stowers, and Nate Stowers like flowers, and Eric Miller in a car.
Yeah.
And that's their Ultra 4 team. And we were telling them, or they were telling us they were going to use condom cats. And I'm like, dude, you're going to need fuel more times than you need to pee. Just pee with. They're like, oh yeah, shit, that's a good idea. I'm like, I may not be an Ultra 4 driver there, Eric, but I know how to pee right.
I know a lot of people are asking about half doors, full doors. Jed, I know a lot of people have been asking about half doors versus full doors versus no doors. Yeah. Where do you stand on that?
I would recommend at least a half door, because there's gonna be some mud, and you don't want to just kill your interior and yourself with mud. That's just me. I definitely wouldn't run no doors, because there's some brushy sections that it's going to be summer in West Virginia, so we're going to have some overgrowth, that will fall into the trail, and you don't want to be getting ate up by briars and stuff. So
the other thing is, it's also, as we learned with Chris last time, Jed, is the Monongahela is a temperate rainforest.
That's correct.
So with outdoors, you're going to get wet. There's a very good chance you're going to get rained on, even though it's the middle of
More chances to get
July. Yeah, middle into July.
damn,
You're still
yeah,
going to get
ticks.
rained on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's obviously we need to watch the weather. Everyone needs to watch the weather as we get closer to the event. The event's going to happen regardless of weather. I don't care if it's a monsoon, as long as there's no crazy thunder and a bunch of trees down. It's going to go on. But yeah, so definitely plan accordingly in regards to how you're going to dress your vehicle or even dress yourself if you're riding a bike.
Yeah.
So,
The guys on bikes are going to be fun to follow.
yeah. It's I think there's only one team that's actually doing it as a team, and they're going to swap out at the halfway point, which is basically Richwood, and everyone else is Ironman in it, which is fine. Like
Wild.
I was telling, my plan in my head before I got hurt, obviously, was I was budgeting about 16 to 18 hours to do the whole thing at the pace that I
It's
use.
a long time on two wheels.
Yeah. But just the pace that you can carry on a bike is just different than a car. So
Yeah. I'm surprised with your stubbornness. You're not getting back on the bike already.
Dude, I was sitting there staring at it in the garage yesterday.
I
was
knew
like,
you were. As soon as you sent me that video, I'm like, this motherfucker's gonna get on the goddamn thing.
I wanted to set on it so bad, just set on it, but Jen was sitting there and she's like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So really, again, going back to don't overexert yourself, hydrate. Plan accordingly in regards to weather. Definitely watching the weather. Tires. There was a few people that were hesitant to air their tires down. I promise you're not going to be in pavement long enough to worry about the tire overheating and exploding. So definitely air your tires down so that you're going to be more comfortable. And really, it's not even about traction; it's about comfort at this point because you're going to be riding for so long. So yeah, depending on the vehicle weight, just adjust your tire pressure accordingly.
All right, man.
What else? Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's just go out there and drive and have fun, man. I mean, just don't go too fast either. Like, stop for a minute, take pictures. I mean, there's gonna be. I promise you're gonna see some views on this thing. You're gonna be like, wow, like I never knew this was here. So stop, take pictures, enjoy it, get back in, keep rolling.
Hell yeah, man.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm bummed I'm gonna be missing it, but you're gonna have these guys there, and it'll be a good crowd. So.
Heck yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And got a great team of volunteers that's going to help out with this one, and we're going to do it a little different too. We have stationary checkpoints, so we're not doing traveling recovery teams or anything. It'll just be stationary folks, and yeah, so it's going to be pretty kind of more of like a stage rally.
And then for future past reference of my editorial skills on the podcast, have you announced the third event yet, or said anything about it?
I have not, but we're looking at fall and probably going to be Kentucky or Eastern Kentucky and Western West Virginia.
So I can leave that in the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you guys heard it here first. So it'll be the third 24 Hours of Appalachia event in Kentucky.
Nice.
Eastern Kentucky and Western West Virginia, most likely, or just Kentucky. I haven't decided yet. So, go. Kentucky's a whole new animal. I gotta go map all that out.
Yeah.
Start from scratch.
If you need any help, please let us know.
Yeah, we're down for some overlanding, for adventure wheeling.
Might take you up on that.
All right, man. Where can people find you at and find BOA at on
Sure
online?
thing. Yeah, Backroads of Appalachia on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and then backroadsofappalachia.org.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
More drift events.
More drift events. I need to get my car
Yes.
run. I need to get my LS swap done.
Yeah.
Well, you guys just need to come to Hillfest, man. August
I
9
know.
through 11.
I wanted
I
to,
know.
but I can't.
I need to convince myself too. But I'll call you back in a little bit, Jed. We're gonna sign off, and then we'll give you a shout.
Holler at you later, guys.
All right, man. Talk to you later. Just what a fucking good dude all the time.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I don't want to talk shit about his back, but what a fucking good dude. I really appreciate him.
I appreciate you, motherfucker.
But yeah, so we have the official announcement. You've heard it here first of the third event. What the fuck is that? I don't like things that fly. I don't know if you realize that.
He's
But
tweaking.
that's why.
He's tweaking.
I don't.
Owls!
I don't know what else. It was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to give your socials?
Fidget.Fred.
Not your social security numbers. Your fucking social medias.
Just kidding, FBI.
21734.
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
So I'm at Cletus_XJ or Tom and Max 2002 on Instagram.
Yep, you've heard us talk about him here before.
Yeah, I ask all the questions.
Yeah.
They've been already answered like
Yes,
3 times.
That's fine. Hey, interaction is good interaction, and we do appreciate it. Like
Tim
it's
can't even
cool.
tell a story all the way through. So.
No, I fucking suck at this.
Putting the pro in producer.
Fuck you.
That needs to be a
Sticker.
button.
Soundboard!
I'll make that a button. PJ, we all know you. We don't care.
Whoa.
Hey.
Yikers. No, the Jeep guy on Instagram. I got PJ from Mono Photography.
Isn't the Jeep Guys 602?
Yep. Jeep guy 602 underscores. That's it.
What's the 602?
Firehouse.
Percival.
Perciville, brother.
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 Hi, Willie. And you guys know where to find us. The Dirt Drive Everywhere Social, Dirt Nerds Offroad, and Dirt Nerds Motors. Jesus Christ, I am tired. We also, like we said earlier, this is live. That's live from Future Past. Live from Future Past. It's the Dirt
can we
Drive
do a
podcast.
live?
We can.
Yeah. That's basically Kill Tony at that point.
Yeah, but
There you
Kill
go.
Tony's not even live.
Yeah, it is.
Not live.
No.
Live.
All the
they
videos is
do.
not
They
live.
they stream it live. You have to pay
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, yeah, you
so
pay like
they
$30
record-
a month or something like that.
They record on a Monday and then it gets released on a
But they
Tuesday.
do a live stream of it.
They don't.
They
They do
do.
that even if you buy the
It's-
subscription.
It's like killtony.com or
I don't
something.
think it's
I think,
live.
I think they do.
Oh,
Either
wow.
way, that's not the point of my
'cause
story.
people still
Jesus
chat.
Christ, this thing's flying all
Well,
over
they do
me.
the release live and then interact with that. But as far as I don't think.
I think
that-
you're wrong. I think you're wrong.
I don't.
We'll debate this on another
as
podcast.
I sign
How's
off,
that?
We need
as
to
I
have a
sign
fact
off.
check after this episode.
Okay, fuck you. How about that?
Google it.
Fact check these nuts, idiots.
Oh yeah, she's a dirty girl.
Wow, you turned that way up. There you go. Yeah, you guys know where to find us. Check us out on YouTube. I appreciate everyone. Starting this week, so every other Friday, we're going to try and put a content video on YouTube that is not the podcast.
oh, cool.
Every other Friday. So today a video went up. Today is the 12th. When we're recording from Future Past, the 12th. Today we put up a video that's kind of it's a video we did for the shop of like kind of who are the Dirt Nerds, like a video introduction of us. It's 5 minutes.
Us.
Well, I think I'm an honorary dirt nerd now that I've been
Has there
introduced.
been
to dirt
an
nerd.
official announcement of the open house for the new shop?
No, I've been getting on Tom about it, but he's busy.
Got you.
I don't think there will be one. But yes,
I'll just have to go over there and be annoying.
That's what I do.
Stare at them awkwardly.
that's what everyone does.
Sometimes I get out annoyed.
Someone annoys you more.
That's another podcast in itself.
Out annoyed.
Have you? Do you know?
Yeah, I probably know.
Okay.
We'll talk about it off air, which
right.
I'm trying to do right now. There, Freddie.
All right.
Hey,
Hey, watch it.
this guy. But yeah, so every other Friday is what I'm saying. We will be trying to put a content video on YouTube that is not the podcast. So the one that just came out was the Dirt Nerds introduction. The one that comes out after that is it's the OG3. Sorry, PJ. AK didn't want to include you. I don't know why. He's a racist. He doesn't like white people.
He doesn't like the PJ.
Yep.
Oh.
He really does not.
But then the one that comes after that is the bloopers reel of all the fucking times we fucked it up.
And in the background, you'll see me working.
No, we're on the casting couch of the old shop.
Yeah, exactly. You guys recorded that during a full work day.
Oh, absolutely. I was also working.
And that's when Brian was gone. It was just me.
The fact that you call it the casting couch is kind of frightening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a beautiful leather couch.
I think
Also-
I've seen it.
It has a duvet cover of the couch.
Okay.
You mean douche?
Ooh. Every other Friday on YouTube, content videos. Let us know what you want. I fucking did a shed building video 6 months ago. It got views. It got like...
That was cool. That was the swing
that was
out of the
that was
crate.
when I hung the
on
swing,
the
actual
vision
crate.
board.
which I took down so we could sit
Yeah.
comfortably. But yeah, I did that. If you guys, I mean, you're one of the... You're one of us now. Your opinion
Hell yeah.
doesn't matter.
One of us, Charlie.
Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Yeah, if you're good with like Grindhard did a whole shop build, and then they do like random shit. If you're good with
Yeah.
like everything, we'll show you whatever we want to film, and we'll show you a video of it. If you just want car content, we can just do car content. I think right now we're gonna lean towards the more of like the everything and see what works best.
I want to see a clip of PJ's rants in the shop in different voices.
Oh, it's just him hitting things. He doesn't say anything in the shop.
No.
No.
The voices
Yeah,
definitely come out sometimes.
So we need like a B-roll camera set up just to
Right.
get PJ
It's
hollering.
good.
We need
Sometimes
a
I'll
Full House intro
Throwing a wrench
video.
across the room and saying, "You son of a bitch."
Sometimes I go full Borat while I'm installing something. It's great. Even I'm like, I should probably stop.
My wife.
Just Devin underneath of another vehicle going, oh, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Freddie, you also posted to YouTube recently, didn't you? It was like a 3-minute clip of your the time lapse from 24
yeah.
24 Owls.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
watched
don't know why that never posted. I went to go.
It posted.
I thought you
No,
did
no,
post
no.
it.
I went
it
to.
was on
I went
Instagram, I
to clip
think.
it, like probably the other day, and I had never ever posted it to YouTube. It was saved in my videos, and I had never scheduled it to
Like saved as
It's
unlisted.
that moon cabbage,
Right.
man.
And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, YouTube's a hell of a drug.
So
it's fucking hard.
I need to go back and edit it because there's no music on it or anything.
It's just a time lapse
Yeah.
that's dizzying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm doing it different this year. I'm gonna do. I did every 5 seconds, so it made it a 10-minute video. I'm gonna do every 2 seconds, and it'll be a much longer video, but I'll be able to
like voice over it.
I'll be able to dissect it a lot more too, and probably turn it into 2 or 3 videos
Oh, yeah.
instead. And I got my drone that I'm a lot better with now.
Do that you can still legally fly.
I'm gonna punch you.
I'm making payments on a drone and I can't fly it.
And then I just bought a
Fucking idiot.
Insta360 the other day.
Love you, buddy.
Does the bank know they're flying your drone?
It's actually City.
What? City?
City Best Buy.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like fucking. You made Barcelona pay for it.
Oh no, I could write it off though, because I am employed by Facebook and
office
Instagram.
holder.
Fair, you can.
Yeah.
Using taxpayers' money.
Yeah, so what's your, is it Fidget Fred on YouTube as well?
Fidget.Fred, and then YouTube is
It'll be posted in the comments below.
Fred maybe. That's TikTok.
You don't remember it?
It was Bare Minimum Motorsports, but then I sold to Chevelle, and that was it.
Oh. Is that where you started?
Yeah.
But that's it, guys. I appreciate you guys listening to. I think we started out slow, but we got there.
Hey,
Yep.
yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for listening this week. Shout out Tom.
Hey.
You stuck with us from the beginning. I appreciate you. Thanks for being
super
on.
happy to
and-
finally be able to do this with you guys.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's just a good time. I'm glad you're doing the event. But either way, we will see you guys next week. Adios.
Ow.
I should do that every
You're
time.
welcome.